Wait,
Uh,
it's live. It's live now. Hello, everyone. Go ahead. I just fucked with you,
all right,
bros.
so Barney and I were just talking about things that make a a stream. Why we're talking about why streams are popular, like
Yeah,
why
if you're
why
just
things.
tuning in, which you probably are if you're watching the VOD, or maybe you just saw the stream go online or just got an email, I have Aaliyah over here in Skype, obviously another streamer. Most of you guys have probably heard of him at this point. I see a lot of you guys in his channel anyways. But again, if you're watching now, you're probably watching this from the VOD. One thing that we were discussing a minute ago was like Aaliyah pointed out, like like I was just in Skype and we were discussing things that made like for good streams or successful streams. As someone who watches a lot of streams myself, I think that I went into streaming with a pretty reasonable idea of what made for good streams and what didn't. But yeah, anyways, like someone sent me a message and they asked me like, "Hey man, I want to get into streaming and casting. Any tips? What do you think makes for a good stream?" And it was like a really good, I guess, discussion point almost. Like it made me think myself about things that make for good streams. Like firstly, and I said this like before I turned on the stream a bit to Aaliyah, so sorry to you, bro. But like I think that there are things that make for a good stream, and I think that there are things that make for a like a popular stream, and some of the things don't necessarily go hand in hand. Like personally, I would rather have a stream that's good than a popular stream where I have to be really disingenuous. But that's something in and of itself. But I think that, and this is something I didn't mention earlier, Leah, is that one thing that's extremely critical in any stream these days, especially. And this is like I think if you were to look at streams like Heroes of New Earth, StarCraft 2, and League of Legends, some of those streams are like extremely like those games are highly streamed. Wouldn't you agree? Like they have tons of like people streaming in relation to the number of players playing.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and they get a lot of viewers too. Like I would consider those to be like really highly saturated markets when it comes to streaming. And and generally when there are a lot of people doing something, like only the best are successful because there's that level of competition. And there are a lot of commonalities between all of those games as well. But in general, I think one of the most important things is that you're either like a high level player or like or people like believe that you are. If that makes sense. Like if I look at the games right now that are most popular, it's League of Legends, StarCraft 2, and then we can look at Dota 2 and Han because they have a lot of people like streaming. It's, Minecraft is kind of irrelevant as it's not like a competitive game. And if I look at them, like if I look at the most popular streams on right now, it's like TSM Chaos, Crumbles, like it's all competitive players or highly ranked players. Like every single one of these most popular streams is like a highly ranked or competitive player. And I think that at this point, if you were to get into streaming, you'd have to be like a good player, or you'd have to be a player that people recognize as a like highly skilled player. But aside from that, like viewer interaction, like having a good voice and a good personality are also critically important. But would you I think that these days if you want to get into streaming, you absolutely need to be good. And I know there's going to be someone who's like, "But Barney, you're awful. Like why do people watch your stream, right?" But like
Barney, you're awful. Why do people watch your stream?
and to be fair, like I don't make any excuses. Like I realize that I'm not a competitive player or like a competitive level player. But at the same time, I think that I play well enough that my stream is watchable and that I do the other things well enough too. But more importantly, I came into streaming Dota 2 at a really opportune time when there were not a lot of other people streaming or a lot of other good streams. And yeah, and there are other
Bro,
things that make
they
for
want to watch that fucking 1080p and that 30 FPS.
yeah,
Dude, fucking jump,
there were
bro.
literally no other streams.
There were no
There
1080p
were no
streams.
720p streams even,
Yeah.
and like the competitive players that did stream were really boring. And I'm not saying that to like rip on them or anything, but that's genuinely how I feel. And then, but I think that humor, having a good personality, etc. And then I try to like I shouldn't say that I try to emulate the qualities I see on streams that I like, but there are definitely admirable qualities of other streamers that I do pay attention to, and frankly I do try to emulate them as well. Like some of my favorite streams were like Destiny, Trump. Like they both had really, or Guardsman Bob, even though he streamed League of Legends, which I don't really play, but he's
Fuck
still
is
gets.
Darth Bob? What the fuck is that?
He's like a really nice guy, but there's certain qualities of streamers I think were really good. Like Destiny had a highly entertaining stream, like there's no doubt, and he didn't censor
Because he
himself at all.
flamed everybody.
Well, he didn't censor himself at all. Like, and that was I
Holy
think that
shit,
was good.
616, are you in this call?
Oh yeah, he's just
Yeah.
been laying dormant. But he like he didn't censor himself at all. So if he said anything, you knew he was being honest. And Trump like did a really rational and analytical like way of analyzing everything that he did. And it was nice because you could hear someone playing StarCraft 2 and then you could hear like if he made a mistake, he'd look at it and he'd try to like say, "Okay, well, why was that a bad decision? Like, what made that not work, etc., etc. But overall, I think that things like Destiny's honesty are really good. And then you look at other streamers, and I don't want to like call out any names, like Chef or anyone like that, of people that are like difficult to watch because they're incredibly like disingenuous to the point where it's awkward. Like it's like it's cringeworthy to listen to some of these people because you just know that they're completely full of shit the entire time that they're streaming. You're like if I if you were to like marry this person, that they would be like a completely different person if you had to spend every fucking minute of every single day with them. But moving on, it's like hold on, I'm looking through the message that I was gonna send Shock, but
I left. This is a raging chat, and now all of a sudden it's become like real talk. What happened in the 15 minutes I was gone?
we just got to talking about streams, and then Ali was like, "Hey man, you should turn your stream on. Like this is good shit." And I was like, "For sure."
What is
bro."
your stream? I have no idea who
It's
you are.
wow. What the fuck, man? I'm big news. I'm big dollars. You're with Big Money Barney.
Yeah, dude, he gets the $3 menu items every day.
Hey man, I'm up to 8 these days. Oh well, can't say that. Oh no, I might lose.
No, 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 no. $8 menu items.
Oh, that's true. That's so painfully vague. Anyways, like,
Wait, how many hours are we talking? If
I don't know, man. Like, I just found that these days, if I actually do commercial, I can make $8. That's something I want to touch on too.
oh
Like,
shit!
monetize. Oh no,
menu
shit!
items.
Dollar menu items.
Like
They
$8
can't
menu
know.
items.
Yeah, but I think that being highly rated is important if you're streaming because these days, it's like there are so many people that are like mildly entertaining or mildly humorous that in like people who watch streams do it because they either trick themselves into thinking that they're doing it to get better or they
Oh
like
no, I don't do this shit to get better.
or they do
What
it
the
for
fuck?
just for just flat
Yo, I
entertainment.
stream and I feel like I get worse every fucking day.
But
I
these
just
days,
fucking
man.
stream
Oh no, I
matchmaking,
know.
bro.
I mean the people who do streams, like the people who watch streams, man. Like, but these days there are people that are like highly entertaining and good, like Sing Sing. So like you have to compete against those type of people. But it's easier in a game like StarCraft 2, League of Legends, or Heroes of Newerth, where there's like a finite ranking system. So you could look at it and you could say like, oh, well, I'm Grandmasters, or yeah, I'm 2000 Elo or whatever, and people will know. But in Dota 2, you kind of have to ballpark it. Like I know on my main account I can get matched up against high level players, etc., etc. But at the same time, it would be like Dota matchmaking is awful.
Means
So like
nothing,
you can get
by the
matched
way,
against
Barney.
anyone. Yeah, you can get matched against
Dude.
anyone.
You can match up against Demon with a single win.
Oh, I
so
know, I
that's
know.
not saying
Oh, I
much.
know exactly. That's exactly the point. So like it's hard because you have to actually be someone well established. Whereas in StarCraft 2, even people like Idra who aren't in like GM at the start of a season sometimes, because of the way that placement works, people know, oh well, the guy has EG in his name and he's a good player, so he must be a good player, so therefore everything he says has more credibility, which is partially true.
I've one little. Let me say one thing.
Sure, I'll stop running you
My
over.
my dirty little secret. Okay, so one of the many. This is actually a small reason, not why the main reason why I solo queue a lot. But one of the reasons is that I'm not in a party, so they can see my record.
It's funny, but those are those subtleties that are actually true. Like that has
really
to actually.
sad, Elliot.
No, it's partially true, man. Like people need to know that you win a lot.
Match record is pretty decent.
And I don't mean this to rip on you or anyone else, but it's like if you were to
Well, I
look
look at everyone else's matchmaking shit. They don't have my record. Bro.
yeah, it's well.
And I know there are definitely people.
If people see that you're like
I-
minus 60 wins, then they'll know that like they'll be like, oh, well, this guy is not that good. But it's like if
but
you
I've
look
put
at
210.
it's like
so.
if you look at things on streams, there are certain things that people do to make people like to watch their stream. Like they'll say like high level play, or like they'll say like NADL, or like. And I'm not like, oh god, I'm not doing this to trash.
Oh god!
but these are things that are kind of subtle. That,
No, there are a lot of NADL streams that don't
yeah,
get.
yeah. But there are points like streaming mid to high level skill.
NADL is terrible. NADL isn't high or mid skill; it's low skill.
But people usually do these type of things because
it depends on the pool that you play in.
but people
No,
even if people aren't actively thinking about it, they know that it's important to come off as a good player. So like they'll do these things because it gives them like credibility, I guess, to some degree. But it is critically important that people do like know that you're like not awful or something. Because I don't care how entertaining you are. Like if you're some shit player who's like minus 100 wins, like you're gonna not be very watchable no matter how entertaining you are, you know?
Yeah.
But
I gotta say, as far as the records go, I have a pretty decent record, but it would be a lot better if I stopped killing my teammates' items.
but
Wait, famous 8. what song are you talking about? Alia, that song is cool. What is that? I don't even know.
Viewer interaction though is also pretty important. Like I play with viewers, I interact with the chat a lot, but I do that because when I stream, like a part of it is because I enjoy doing that. Like sometimes if I'm not streaming, it's because I don't want to play with viewers or like I don't want to do any of like the interaction work or try to be entertaining. But like viewer interaction has shown itself to be really really important. Like that's one of the reasons that Destiny stream was able to like distinguish itself from like a dozen other StarCraft 2 streams before
Until
streams like
something happened, and then he lost like 5,000 concurrent viewers every day.
yeah, League of Legends. And
Wait, what happened? He actually went to play League of
well,
Legends or something?
he starts to play different games. That's also pretty important too. Like if people watch my stream, they do it because they expect to see like Dota 2 because that's the game that I stream. If I were to stream some game like for example, like I think the worst
Who
thing
are you?
bro, if a Dota 2 streamer were to stream League of Legends, they would immediately lose like a lot of viewers. And that's not like because people hate them, but a lot of people don't want to watch like they don't want to fucking watch League of Legends. Like they tune in to watch Dota 2. It's like
I streamed StarCraft 2 and I had like 1/4, 1/3 the viewership.
yeah, exactly. I think the moment you start to stream other things and people get like that email, they're like, oh, look, my favorite streamer's online or blah, blah, blah. Then it kind of detaches them from the channel. Like it disenfranchises them from what they come to expect from your stream to a degree. There are certain streams I think where it's especially true too. Like the streams where people don't have the same level of attachment to the stream in general. Like if for instance, like someone who draws in viewers from like a lot of people who watch my stream and your stream, like there are people who watch Dota 2 streams in general, right? But there are other streams that draw in people from different crowds, like YouTube or whatever. And if they were to stream a game that wasn't Dota 2, like some of them, like they'd still get a lot of viewers. But if like you or I were to stream a different game, it would probably detach a lot of people immediately. But looking at like some of the most popular Dota 2 or
I
Han
want to play
streams,
StarCraft sometimes. All y'all want me to play Dota. I started out with StarCraft actually. I started streaming StarCraft first.
I haven't played a game in so long. My brother still plays StarCraft. He was playing against Maximus Black yesterday and stomped his shit every
The
single time.
fuck
in
is
front of
Maximus Black?
He's the guy who does that win cheese fail thing. He's really mediocre, but he got like ass raped. It's pretty funny to watch.
Is he like a streamer?
Yeah, he streams now.
Oh.
He actually has a really popular StarCraft 2 stream.
I have no idea who.
So
I have no idea who
what
he
is
is.
Barney's stream name? I wish
It's Barney
to visit.
Barney with 3 Ys.
Barney with 3 Ys.
You'll see
oh,
nothing
no
there.
E,
You
no
won't
E
see
though.
me.
No E. No E.
Yeah, no E. Fuck, man, I chose like the worst name. But anyways,
I've
Yeah, I
never
know.
seen you stream.
yeah, I haven't streamed in a while. Like this is like I've just not streamed for a while. But yeah, looking at like the most popular Dota 2 and Han streams, it's like Sing Sing is by far I think the most popular Dota 2 stream in regards to average viewer count. Like if you were to watch someone like Demon, I think that you could say that he gets more total channel views. But people
No, he doesn't. He gets like
I think Synderen gets
1,000 plus.
average viewers. Like
No.
everyone.
actually, yeah, you're right. I completely disregarded the
Sing-
Untitled. Synderen and Dendy have a lot, but I think Synderen and
Oh yeah,
Mexican-
I can't believe I forgot about Dendy. Yo, Dendy's on
What?
top.
Because
Because
people-
doesn't stream much.
But people, exactly. It creates like a scarcity of it, you know? Like people are like, oh, cool, Dendy's streaming. Dendy doesn't usually stream. And shit like that. And also the fact that because he's on the team that won the International and he's really good, people assume that he is like literally the best player in Dota 2. Even if it like may or may not be the case, people will always give him that credit, you know?
Yeah.
And Synderen has a
And
lot of
Synderen-
really redeeming qualities of his stream. Like it has very,
No.
very high quality and he's has a nice
Here's
personality.
why Synderen gets views. He streams scrims about 50% of the other time. The other 50% is his team trolling matchmaking with the most random ass builds, like Team Yule's Force Staff.
Yeah. And then you have like Demon, and Demon has EG in his name, which will instantly get you viewers. There's literally anyone could put EG in their name, they get like 300 average viewers probably, or more. And also he's like, I have to admit, Demon's stream is reasonably entertaining, and he does play well, he reads chat, etc., etc.
He's got that webcam, bruh.
Yeah. Webcams I think are an
Pisses
example
off
like
every player in
He's got the
existence.
if you don't add another dimension of entertainment to your stream with the webcam, it feels kind of like you're whoring out. But at the same time, one thing that I dislike about Demon's stream is that more so than like someone like Moon Meander, it's like the dude is like all about the fucking the stream dollars. Like he commercials the shit out of it to the point where it
You don't
detracts from
hide.
the
You don't even hide it, bro.
he begs for money, etc., etc. I think that trying to monetize your shit to the point where it detracts from your quality is really, really obtrusive as like a viewer. Like I will not watch that guy's stream without fucking ad block. And it like if like man, so many things about it. And like if you're gonna like do it for the money, why not just do like YouTube or something like where it's clearly like very, very easy to monetize. Like anyone, well not anyone, but YouTube is like where the money's at for most people. But then you see like Angry Testy, and Angry Testy was highly regarded as a player. He's a very, very popular stream. He gets a ton of viewers. He charges people to play with him, etc., etc. And there are only like in all of Dota 2 and Han, there are like 3 streams that are popular for. Well, like it's funny because I'm basing this off of something that's kind of similar to like a prompt almost for like because I'm kind of like skimming through like a 5-page Word document that I was going to write in response to a message that someone sent me, right? But then it's like
I'm link this instead.
and as much as I'd like to be like genuine about it and just say what I think and how I feel because I don't sugarcoat things and I don't like I'm fairly upfront about my opinions. Like I won't make like bold faced lies on stream. But at the same time, I realize now that looking over this, some things I wrote here could actually, if taken out of context, could seem really, really highly offensive to people. But fuck, man, I'm like debating whether or not I actually want to read this, like reading on about like other streams that have redeeming qualities that are fuck. But now that I brought it up, it's like I can't, like I can't dodge it, you know? Someone's gonna be like, Barney, why don't you fucking read it?
Before I forget, it's gonna be semi off topic, but back, maybe this was like a little bit before I got Dota 2. I never played Han. I don't know what the fuck like happens in Han at all. I don't know shit about Han. But the Han streams are actually entertaining enough for me to watch like a whole game on. And even though I knew nothing about the game, even though I played Dota for really, really long. I don't know.
Some of the Han streams are actually not bad at all. Like someone pointed out that they don't like Angry Testes thing, but like I don't like how he covers his minimap and stuff like that with his webcam. But he obviously does that because stream cheating is such a huge problem and such a detriment. But I think that there are some Han streams that have redeeming aspects to them. Like I think that Moonmeander's stream is reasonably entertaining, but he's like 10 times worse than Demon about like milking it for money, and that's hard to do. Like that's hard to beat. That's like
earlier you said Demon was worse about it for milking for money, and now you're saying Moonmeander's
well,
worse.
Demon's worse than a lot of people. Like he's one of the worst about it. But Moonmeander, I think in general, Han players tend to be very, very bad about it because it's become socially acceptable for them to like charge people to play with them and all this other.
Well, yeah. Did you see Zaku's stream ever?
No.
You would understand. He was the first person to stream Han, and he was begging for money like no other. He makes Moonmeander look like a nice guy.
By the way, Chad, I'm sorry if I haven't been reading some of the stuff. I have been reading it, I just haven't really been responding to it too much. Some of the stuff that you said...
Wait, you're on your stream?
Yeah.
Huh. I'm gonna go to your chat.
96 views.
What do we click stream? Thank you, Crawfish. But Tessie doesn't play to entertain. Yeah, Tessie is an example of someone where it seems like the guy is no longer passionate about the game. And that it kills me to watch. Like, if I don't feel like streaming or I don't feel like playing Dota 2, I just won't do it. But, like the example I used before with Aaliyah is that if like I like Sing Sing's stream because he's funny, he's energetic, etc., etc. But if Sing Sing's entire family were murdered in front of him, I wouldn't want to like watch him stream the next day because the stream would probably, as much as I'd sympathize with him, it just wouldn't be entertaining to watch. Like,
bro, I fucking sigh like every fucking 30 minutes. I don't know how people keep watching me. No, I know I sigh every like. When you go, no, when I'm losing, I fucking sigh like every.
My favorite is when you go like. Oh, by the way, did you
need to get ad block for this guy.
Who? I don't give a fuck if you ad block my stream. I really don't. Like
yeah, he doesn't care.
Like
he doesn't make enough money to actually admit.
There's that, and the fact that like it would be really hypocritical of me to give a shit about people ad blocking. Like I don't give a fuck if anyone ad block, and I'm serious when I say that. Like I don't just say that because it makes people feel good or about it or whatever. Like
no, shut up, Barney. I need to talk to your stream chat. I smack my lips.
You do. No, you do the thing where you go. Like you do it. It's one of your things, and it's like when you're genuinely annoyed, but you're holding back to some degree. Like it's like one of those tells.
You have so much shit on your desktop. Holy crap!
I know. I don't. You should see the other monitor, man. That's 10 times.
Why is there a Barney on your desktop?
Did you guys see the game where I played against Purge? This was such a satisfying game. Like this game was disgusting to me because like first of all, Purge randomed Invoker, and like come on, you're fucking like really. And second of all, everyone in this game was such a fucking cocksucker that the game became difficult for me to play. In case you didn't catch it, I was the animator with the Russian name. But it hurt me to play the game because the entire time his team was like, or my team was like, guys, we have to double gank Purge mid. He's just too good. I don't want to be on YouTube. He's gonna talk about how he owned me, blah blah blah, and they're like, he's so good, we have to get on him. And I was like, no, trust me, you just have to play the game, and look, we'll win this game. All that has to happen is I get farmed. Like I don't give a fuck what happens to you guys in your lanes. Like we just have to do this. And they're like, no, this won't work. It hurt to play because they were such delusional motherfuckers. Like, I'd like to think that if I'm doing poorly, that you guys would call me out on it, or that like I would admit it. But I can't. I wish I could stream cheat, but like my computer just can't fucking handle it. Which is why if I play against like Aaliyah, I'll walk up into a hill with 50 HP and like, oh cool, Lycan. But like I watched the replay. I watched the replay afterwards, and holy fuck, the commentary he made completely confirmed the shit that I was like thinking. Like, because one of my biggest complaints about Purge is that his ability to assess the situation of that a game is in is really poor, and he's very assertive about it, and he can never like admit to a mistake unless it's blaringly obvious. And like he's going in the game, and I'll admit I purposely did things to like make him look stupid. Like there was a point in the game where I had like 13,000 gold and I didn't spend any of it because I wanted to see like if he would make a comment later about how even the game was. And lo and behold, the VOD comes up and I'm like, and he's like, no, trust me, guys. We have a Phantom Lancer, a Sniper, and a Sniper. Like, we have more carries, so we'll be okay late game. And, like, their silencers even have items. And then, like, I'm thinking, like, oh my god, dude. Do you realize at this point that I had 13,000 gold? Like, I have 13,000 gold and I dropped a butterfly in the pool. Like, there's, like, 20,000 gold worth of shit that you're not seeing here, dude. Like, do you really think that I'm, like, level, like, 25 when everyone on your team is, like, level 14? Because, like, no. Just shut the fuck up. Like I resold all of my items like multiple times that game, but it was an entertaining game. But at the same time, like it completely like reaffirmed all of the shit that annoys me, because there are people that legitimately believe that he's like a god and that he's in fucking fallible, and it's like it bothers the shit out of me, because it was hard to play a game because people would be like, oh god, what are we gonna do? Like he's so good, we have to account for this somehow. We can't just play the fucking game. And it was like, no. Shut the fuck up. Here, I'll leave the replay running while it goes. And I can fucking, like, remember this shit so fucking clearly that, like, I remember the shit my teammates were saying, and it was more frustrating than, like, any game I've played. But it's not, like, me venting about. But, like, anyways, back to, like, the thing about streams. I was going to avoid saying some of these things because, like, they could be offensive to certain, like, people.
Why does Purge have a play mode?
Because he was scared of them big AM ults, bro.
Yeah.
But okay, so I was bored of your stream, so I went to the girl gamer stream for 20 seconds.
She has a
The
vagina.
first thing I hear is she's asking a Darkseer in jungle to come lane with her, and then I left.
Oh, okay.
Apparently Darkseer is now a support for Potom.
Yeah, actually, I'm not even gonna read the rest of this. If you guys asked me about it, like maybe if there was enough demand, but it can be construed as being very, very highly offensive. But I think that it's important to draw or to separate being like a dick and trying to objectively look at why things are the way they are. Obviously, when I say this, I'm talking about like realizing why certain streams are successful and why some aren't, as opposed to like, but it's relevant to Dota 2 as well. Like you can look at games and you can try to say like, why did I lose? And you could be like, well, this guy didn't get the farm he needed, and this lane didn't go like it was supposed to. And there's a difference between doing it to be an asshole and doing it to comment on it. But obviously, like some of the like the streams that I use as examples on here, like it could offend the people if taken out of context. Like I
can do what every rational person does and blame their fucking teammates for no reason.
That's true. It's just these shitty viewers that won't watch Shoot and Hail and Selfish KJK. It's all their fault.
Why would you want to watch milkshakes ever? Oh my god.
I see. Milkshake gets a lot of
Maybe some people like that.
Milkshake gets a lot of negative promotion, so like no one will watch it. But there are some streams.
Milkshakes has been kicked out of every single team he's ever joined.
But some things, like for instance, like if I were to look at DB42, and don't get me wrong, guys, like I like DB42, like I like the guy, and that was one of the streams that got me to stream Dota 2. Although it wasn't one of the streams that I looked at as having a massive amount of redeeming qualities that I tried to emulate myself, like Trump or Destiny, and I'll bring it home in a minute there, Ice. But it's like DB42's stream it's reasonably entertaining, right? Like the guy has an appealing enough personality, and he does a lot of things well. But at the same time, it really reiterates the point that I was talking about earlier, where these days you have to be a good player, or you have to be able to convince people that your play has merit for people to watch you. Because no one, like, DB42 stream will never be wildly popular. I'm going to say that now. And I don't say this to be a dick to the guy, but I'm saying this to be honest. Like, it'll never reach the levels of popularity that someone like EG Demon will ever. Why? Because he could never convince anyone that he was, like, one of the top level players. Like, Trump Destiny opinion automatically invalidated. I think that Destiny's stream, especially these days, has more negative qualities than it does redeeming qualities. But at the same time, there are things that Destiny used to do well that were really good, and then there are things that, like, he used to be very, very genuine and straightforward and forthcoming. Yeah, but anyways, looking at the game that I have on the replay here, we got that big purge mid, sick items, random gold. He picked up that huge circlet blades of attack. I'm top with the most dead weight Vengeful Spirit. It's 30 seconds into the game, and the Vengeful Spirit is already at no HP and mana, as like it was like having a negative player in my lane. And as this was going on, I could narrate for my teammates. And I'm not like, oh no, we need a gank purge. I'll try to get some levels and come up behind him. Oh no, I lost my clarity. Why did the creep aggro me? This isn't working, guys. I'm up against an Exhort Invoker. He's learned the new metagame that you first point Exhort is super good in low-level pubs. Like, even though it's awful. Like, it's only good in, like, high level games where you might have to Sunstrike when you're level 2. Then these guys are like, what the fuck? Our Silencer Windrunner lane isn't going as needed. Why is this bitch competing with me for farm? Like, and then I can only imagine what was happening on the enemy team. Like,
holy fuck!
Axe just kind of jungling. Like, I got all that plus armor in my
We need to get you to cast a game here.
Oh, I have a great idea. I'll fucking pull without stacking. That way, not only can I be a useless piece of shit in lane, but I can actively fuck over the enemy because that'll let me win games against purge gamers. And then, like, I was like, and you never get, like, you never will, like, it doesn't help to win games to be highly negative. I could say something like, hey, Vengeful Spirit, you stupid bitch, stop pulling that without stacking. But like, it won't help her to get better. So instead, I was like, hey, Vengeful, if you just go ahead and, you know, just leave that pull alone, I'll deal with it. Or, like, I tried to explain rationally why you don't do this. And this is why. Because look at this. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Count them, 7 creeps. I feel like count fucking Chocula creeps. Like, that lane's gonna push up hard. That fucks me bad. Like, he keeps his...
Holy shit, that's a lich PL lane. What the fuck?
Before you tell people that pulling one stack of creeps is bad, it's only good if you pull the... Can you, like, circle it on your
yeah, well, I'm sure what you're gonna say is that you want to pull the other one into it, like, and then, yeah.
And then the support will
like,
get
what is this bitch doing? Like, what the fuck, you dumb whore? She just pulled this. Like, what? Like, and it felt like I was literally left to solo against this lane for a very, very long time. But
yeah, if she just like sat in your lane and just helped deny.
Yeah, like doing something useful.
Pity,
but
like, it would have helped you a lot more than this.
Yeah, it was a pretty awful game. But okay, so you brought up Kelly Milkies, and that's a good segue so I can talk about like other casters. Like, god damn it, sometimes I wish I didn't turn the stream on so I could be genuine about my opinions on other streams and like aspects of their success without sounding extremely offensive, but it's fine. But so we'll talk about casters for a minute, because no, there are very few casters that are successful streamers.
Denied.
So anyways, no one's gonna get offended because there are like very few good Dota casters anyways. So casters. So there are certain aspects that make for good casters.
Boy, shout out to Draskell, best caster.
I like Draskell actually, but he isn't a popular caster, to be fair.
Shout out to Capitalist, worst drafter. Or caster, wow.
Capitalist? Oh
Actually,
my
he's
God.
pretty bad drafter too.
I played with Insane
yeah.
Rabbi before.
Radiant's
I never
bottom
won a game with that guy
tower
on
is
my
under
team.
attack.
But that's beside the point. But
Wait, you play with the Capitalist?
I played with the Insane Rabbi guy a couple of times.
Rabbi's not so good.
Rabbi was
Rabbi
a dick.
comes onto
Bottom
Dota 2
tower
and
is under
plays
attack.
high all the time. And then he throws your games and makes you cry.
But like for casters, I think one of the most important things that's really underrated is how important it is to have a good voice. Like, if your voice
Bro,
is...
where's your spell shield? What the fuck?
Bro, I waited on it. Because I honestly got nuked, like, once the entire time.
Oh, okay.
Like, I didn't give a fuck about
Fair
it.
enough. Fair enough.
I'd rather go
okay.
for the point than mana burn. Like,
Okay.
I'm left alone, motherfucker. But,
Okay, you should-
like...
okay, whatever. Just alright, whatever. Just go ahead.
No, I agree. That going 1-1-1 is almost objectively better in most situations. Because the 1 point in spell shields provides you with so much extra magic armor, it's ridiculous. But at the same time, I was nuked one time, and I'd rather have the ability to get into man fights. I was being left alone for a long time. It's something that I actively thought about as I was doing it. But like for casters though, like there are some casters that I don't think will ever like being extremely good. And two ones that I can immediately call out for failing in the voice category. Oh look, our Trilene mad success from Pudge that watched the kill happen without actually doing anything. No, actually he got a hook, never mind. But like for instance, Kelly Milkies and Luminous have two of the worst voices that I think I've ever fucking heard. And that
Put them on the cast together.
like,
oh man.
God, can you imagine a dual cast of them? It would make me want to fucking kill myself. I'd rather listen to a dubstep remix of Nails on a fucking Chalkboard. But like because Luminous has good game knowledge that surpasses most Dota casters, but his voice is awful. And Kelly Milkies has such poor English skills that it's like when she watched the GSL, she was insulted so hard. Like
Singapore.
Like, it looks like our Bane rings are going for a Bane ring run by, Bane ring breast. So I'm doing this pull here. I do this to deny the enemies my creeps, not because I want to force the enemies to have to fight over this. Like, obviously I can't see if they're going for it, but this will deny my creep wave.
Also, you have nothing else there.
Yeah, and I just want to get creep over to the tower, to be honest. And if the enemies fight over it, I know that I'll get some of the last hits. And I say that, but I don't actually remember if I did.
Oh, look at the spectator lol, Anthony just doing the pulling.
I just told her to not fuck with it, and she was like, okay. Like, I really hope I get the Centaur, else I'm gonna look really dumb for saying that I could get one of them. Hypothetically, I should get it, because I outbase damage them by such a large margin. But yeah! Fuck yeah! But boy, did I get punished for that.
Did they rape you?
You blinked into that.
Ooh, bro, I got the last hit. Big Purge Gamer Sunstrike. First one of the fucking game. But anyways, like, there are some people that have really, like, bad voices, like... And there are also some people that come off as being really... But one of the big things that I noted when I was watching this video on Team Liquid of this guy, Cloud, he was talking about, like elements of casters from a player's perspective, right? And obviously, casters make a lot more money than players. You have to be very successful to be a player that makes, like, a lot of money. Like, do you know how much money, like, Bulba makes or someone, Aaliyah? Like, any idea?
No, I don't.
Probably almost nothing, right?
They make ass.
Yeah, probably almost nothing. But... And it's like, Bulba's a ridiculously good player. It's because you need to be so good to, like, succeed as a player. Like, you have to, like,
You
win
need to be streaming.
Yeah, and...
All the time.
Yeah, like there's so many things you need to do. Whereas, like, a caster, there's less competition, and casting, too, is to a degree, like, more about building your audience than
No,
it
I
is
think I stream more than, like, any Dota streamer.
I think you stream a lot, like, you do. But it's like there's some
you
casters...
never fucking do anything else but play Dota.
But there are some casters that aren't really good casters, but they do such a good job of building their audience that they'll always be successful. And then there are people that have really, really good voices, like Total Biscuit, who also does a really good job of building his audience. At the same time, there are some casters that are like analytical casters, right? Like they're like known for their game knowledge, but it ends up being really like pathetic because, like, yeah, the rating is ahead by 1K. And then if you look at the farm, it's like no one is really farming that well. Purge Gamers leading the way, leading the charge in Jupum. Holy fuck, what is my Pudge at? Oh god, he's 6-2 against the 37-14 Invoker. That is hard to deal with. I'm like a 1v2
Oh,
anime.
I said 6-2. I thought he had 6 kills and 2 deaths. I'm like, yeah, that's pretty good.
No, I'm like left.
I just think those creeps, bro.
I'm like in a solo I'm like in a 1v2 lane and I'm doing like better. But anyways, like I don't know, I think that things that make I think that being an analytical caster too is like one of the hardest things, because okay, everyone knows that it's easier to cast if you have 2 people in a cast. It's less awkward.
God. Oh god, yes.
It lets you talk about more stuff. It just makes everything easier, right? But at the same time, you can't. It creates a lot of role confusion if you have like one person who's like calling out some action and the other person wants to call out some action. So generally in SC2 or MOBAs, you have what's called an action caster and an analytical caster. And the analytical caster tries to provide like insight, whereas like the action caster's like, big black hole, and just shit like that, right? But it ends up being...
That way that people don't get interrupted like this.
Yeah, exactly. But it just ends up, I think, being, like, I think it's a way worse deal for the analytical caster. Because it's very, very rare that oh yeah, this is where Phantom Lancer makes fucking huge plays. Smart Phantom Lancer. But anyways, it makes for a really weird dynamic. Because the analytical caster will never have the same game knowledge that, like, a top-level player will. Almost never. I think the closest that you have is someone like Artosis, who still doesn't have the level of insight that someone like Marine King Prime would, right? But at the same time, the people who are top-level players aren't necessarily, like, good casters. Like, maybe some of them aren't social, or, like, whatever. Like, they don't have appealing personalities, etc., etc. But like, I think that if you're ever gonna get into casting, I would just avoid doing anything like analytical at all. Because if like a high-level player will watch you, or someone whose opinion really fucking matters, you'll always look like a fucking joke, because you'll never have the game knowledge that any of these people are going to have. Whereas being an action caster, you can just be like a funny guy, or you can provide like good banter, or you can be really like excited or convey your excitement towards the game, and you could be successful. And it's really painful to listen to, even if you're not like the best player in the world, to hear a caster say something that you know is wrong. Like, how often do you hear casters who are like, alright, well, he's picked up this Ring of Health, it looks like he's gonna be going for the Vanguard, and then he goes like a Battle Fury, and it's like really obvious to you that since he has like a poor man's shield, he's going Battle Fury on Anti-Mage, but you call that he's gonna go like the Vanguard. And it like makes you lose confidence in like a caster's ability to like
make calls.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but people do that even when it's a high-level player.
Oh yeah, yeah, always. Like, and people like
Sometimes
misjudge.
Somebody just does something that's bad, and then it's just.
But it really like disenfranchises people when almost everything you say is wrong. Like, there are plenty of people who make comments and like nothing that they say is remotely accurate, and it's painful. It's really painful to watch when someone has no idea what the fuck is going on, and it's like their job to cast. Which is why if I were to like ever try to seriously go into casting, I would only make like vague statements regarding like the flow of the game, or like also in like Dota when you hear casters prematurely call how something is going to be in lane and then it's like completely wrong. I don't understand how people watch.
Yeah,
them.
but they have to create something to fill in that gap of time where teams are like, well, we're gonna have that obligatory pause now, and then the caster has to find a way to say and keep the crowd interactive. But there's nothing to talk about because nothing's happened yet. So they have to start guessing shit.
I wish there was a no commentator stream. Ironically, the International had a Dota TV stream, and it was one of the best, I think. The one where there was like no one talking.
Because no one talking, but it was so good.
I honestly don't think.
I think we're all just captivated by the new game.
I don't think that there are like a lot. Yeah, exactly that, and it looked so good, and it was like I didn't like the casters at all. Like I thought that Toby was like a really bad caster, and of course now. Like, I've learned to settle, and I don't think his casting is that bad because he conveys excitement very well, and I think he's probably the best Dota 2 caster, like, hands down. But at the same time, it's like, I think that there are, like, better casters in StarCraft 2. But obviously that's because there's more money in StarCraft 2, and the game has already been established, so draws the best talent. What the fuck? Jeez, these Purge viewers, man. So fucking good.
By the way, word of advice, unless you're really fucking good, I would not try to make it big. Into streaming to start out with StarCraft 2.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's again like a really highly saturated market. Like these days, I think unless you're like a top level Dota player, it would be hard to get your stream noticed. Like I came in at a very favorable time.
Is, it's in beta still, and there's no Chinese players. Like I bet a Chinese person streaming, like a pro Chinese player streaming, would make tons of money. They could live just off their stream in China.
The problem is that it requires such a good internet connection, though, to stream. And Chinese internet connections are notoriously bad. And the startup costs in regards to the level of internet you would need would probably almost make it not profitable.
Because they'd be at one of the gaming houses, almost assuredly. And those have pretty good internet.
Dude, it would kill the bandwidth for everyone. Like, I guarantee you, like, there's a reason that people don't fucking do it. Like, I don't even see, like, Chinese commentator streams ever. Fuck, what does this Phantom Lancer even have? Like, he feels like he's getting fucking ass fucked. But I guess he has 51, which isn't as bad as I thought it was.
Apparently I'm on somebody else's stream now. I'm playing with Blitz and Risk. I'm like pouring out on every stream with.
100% sure.
Party or you're just with them?
Party.
Party? No.
I play with Risk occasionally.
Do you watch me troll Barney?
Risk used to have a really popular stream too. He would get. He got like 100+ viewers on Own or Own 3D. Like,
yeah,
this was back when 100 was a lot. This was back
I think it's funny that Own 3D, like all the people from League of Legends went over to Twitch TV because of like payout issues. It must be fucking awkward as shit for someone like Destiny who like his viewership tanked because he switched over to Own 3D. And now it's like it's shown itself to not be as... Why does he do that out of the rock? Whatever.
Yeah, Owens is apparently going bankrupt or something.
I don't think it's really going bankrupt. I mean, there will always be money in it for like the producers of content and the hosts of the servers, simply because, like, if you think about it, like, what is TV? Like, it's shown that
it's advertising.
that eyeballs exactly that like people watching something does create like a market for it. Like if there are enough people that are gonna watch a commercial, like it's like people pay for the advertising. It's the same way
No,
with
it's
streaming.
not
Like
just commercial. It's the actual like content you show too. Like if you look in House,
yeah,
all those shows, there's always popular stores in them when they walk outside.
there's a lot of things that make it like so that there's a market for it. But at the same time, it's like when I look at like the structure of Twitch TV and Own 3D, it seems like Twitch TV is so much more like what the fuck, Tranquil Boots Midas? Holy
No,
shit.
but here's the problem.
But
with,
it's like
Own 3D TV.
but Twitch TV just seems so much more well structured in regards to like, and this is something that wouldn't really be apparent for like viewers, but it's like the management and everything. It's like it's hard for me to think about how Own 3D can afford to pay people more, I guess, if that makes any sense. And then clearly it's shown that it couldn't. Like that's one of the reasons that they were so late on payments. Like they missed payments. So like the most popular streamers in the world, I think, like those people who streamed League of Legends on Own 3D, like the TSM people, they had more viewers than any stream in the world. Like, and I can say this like analytically. There's facts that can back this up. Like people like Dyrus, if you were to go to like game streams rating, they draw in the most viewers overall, like the most channel views. There's a reason they switched to Twitch TV, even if like the payout is higher on Owned. Like there's obviously some shit going on. Fuck, this game is hard to watch, man. It's like the level of play is so low.
But I'm really curious. I actually don't watch tournament streams. I haven't watched one in a really long time.
Yeah?
Although I promised Draskell I would watch his cast. I keep forgetting though. But do people build Invoker this way now? Like they build Forge Spirits in Coldstone? Like that's how they
yeah.
do.
It's the tournament way. I'm surprised that you don't like. So it makes perfect sense in higher level games.
Wait, so people don't use QW?
No. They almost never do actually. Like
Really?
Yeah. And the reasoning is this: that if you're like people have discovered now that Invoker gets played more, that there are actually lanes that he doesn't like shit on, like hardcore. Like you know, like he doesn't shit on every lane. But more importantly, it's that if you put your first point in Exort and then like you go to the Sunstrike. Like it sets up those kills that are so critical. For instance, if you're Radiant and you have Invoker, and like a high level game, this bottom Dire Tower would go down in the first 5 minutes of the game. But it's like your what's it called? Your Sunstrike is so fucking damaging. Like it hits for 100 or 162 pure damage. Oh, here's Purchase getting destroyed. But it's like if you have like a Lashrak Sand King or something, which is one of the most popular things to run with Invoker, then it's like your fucking Sunstrike makes such a difference, and it's so easy for you to land. But in like pubs, I don't think it's a good way to play, because in pubs, all of the reasoning behind Exort Invoker is almost irrelevant, you know. But I still think
Irrelevant.
Fuck you. But it's like because you're not gonna Sunstrike someone at level 1 to secure a kill, and it's like it just doesn't make a lot of sense.
You're gonna get them fucking sniper Riki lanes. Not gonna be to get them first bloods, bro.
People just do it because of Dendi. Like they're like, oh well, Dendi did it, so it must be good. But it's like the reality is that it's really not.
Oh, I still see TC and JO still play QW.
Those are honestly about the only two people. But a lot of people look at competitive play and they see things that are like, and they try to like, they're like, oh, well, Clinks is competitively viable because DTS does it. When DTS and like Eastern European teams are literally the
Holy
only
shit,
teams who've done it.
DTS Clings?
Yeah, they
oh
almost.
man,
And
I haven't even.
They almost never
Holy
fucking win with it either, man. Like it's not good at all. I don't think.
Holy
And
fuck! I remember that shit. They used to use that back in 6.6. Clinks was always awful, by the way. For the long, at least he hasn't been good. At least in the recent years. Since I've been playing anyway.
But people do it now because they think they're like, oh, it's confirmed for viable. Like, no, it's not. Like, it's one fucking team that always loses with it. I like how this guy's gonna point that. I've never seen a useful Phantom Lancer actually since the hero was introduced. There's a point in this game where I end up selling my Battle Fury to get like a MKB, which is pretty like standard on like an anime, just like selling the Battle Fury later to get a better damage item. This is obviously after I have an Abyssal Blade, but it's like
I don't think I've ever sold my Battle Fury before.
Are you fucking serious? You've never had a game that goes on that long to the point where it's like 65 damage is like worse than comparable items? It ended up being a really bad call this game because obviously I haven't played a lot like lately. This is the first game I'd played in weeks.
I would have kept it because of the
Yeah,
PL.
exactly. The Phantom Lancer. Like I didn't even consider it, man. It ended up being such a bad decision. I like the Battle Fury.
I've played a lot of anti-mage in Dota too. I've never been in the situation where I've had to sell a Battle Fury.
So for life, fuck force.
Well, that's probably because I end the game in like 30-40 minutes. Usually.
Darius is very good. That's the
Yeah,
second
I don't
time
know.
this motherfucker loses me.
I don't know, I've never sold it before. Wait, hold up, let's see.
You've
Tread,
literally never done it?
Battle Fury, Manta, Heart Butterfly. This is before Abyssal Blade because I stopped playing Anti-Mage before Abyssal Blade came out.
It's such a good item on anyways, but it's so hard to
So,
get.
Tower is under attack.
what did I get? I know I got Vlad actually
Hard.
because I was.
Hard.
Yeah,
See,
I said
Purge
hard.
always does this, and I don't mean this as a slight on the player,
Yeah, no,
because
no,
this is something that I see on a lot of players, where their farm in the mid-game just fucking tanks.
Oh, you went the RR build. You went Vlad.
Yes, I love this build. It's so fucking good. in
Wait.
low.
Ever since I told you about it, you've been using it.
Yeah, it's something that I never see in Han, but at the same time, Han people played Animate so much differently. Like, they went like phase boot, like Vanguard always. Like,
Holy shit, yo, that's the 1437 build.
Dyer's middle
yeah, I don't like it
tower
at
is
all.
under attack.
But it's like,
Old ass build.
That was a really old build. It was a Dota one.
the fuck? Is this guy brain
This is before people realized Battle Fury was good.
Yeah, but it's like, this is such a, but I see a lot of games where people farm well in the laning phase, but then their farm in the mid game drops off. And it's always indicative of
Because they don't
players.
get a Battle Fury, bro.
Well, it's also because players just make bad farm decisions. I think that even if like you're like shit, if you know how to make good farming decisions, like you'll always get a good farm in, especially in pubs where people don't do much to fuck with you. It's like I like learned the game by watching players like Testy and Chu. So like I had this really
Radiant's
fucked up
top
view of like
tower
what
is
was
under
acceptable,
attack.
and I was the biggest like fucking Jew about like farming because obviously that's what like Testy is known for, is being a horrible like farm Jew. Like that guy
Shit,
can't play without.
Static mid 20 minutes.
What?
Static mid 20 minutes. Oh god. Okay, this is the part where you blink in with all that mana regeneration and life.
Just blink everywhere and farm. It's such a.
Just blink it. Oh my god,
Well, with
yo.
these items,
They
you're
don't
literally the
touch
best
you,
farmer
bro.
in the game. Like nothing is better than this because you can farm ancients, you can clear stacks, you can
Blink,
push waves, you
bam.
blink everywhere.
Bam. Bam. It's really nice too because it's timed out. You clear the camp, your blinks right up, like right there.
Hey, Rod, are you watching the replay on like your Dota
Stream.
on stream? What the fuck?
I like it's timed out. You got the Quelling Blade, you get the Battle Fury, you get the Vlad and the Agitred, right?
Yeah.
You clear the camp, your blink is up. You clear the camp, your blink is up.
And here I just ignore team fights, acquire gold because I know that my impact on a team fight is going to be probably useful at this point, but at the same time I'd much rather get a free farm as Pudge hooks allied creeps and my silencer drops bolts for
Oh
nothing.
fuck off. You went Agitred's Battle Fury and
Like look
Vlad.
at my team. Like I have the least confidence in these people. Like these in the entire game, these people like won't shut the fuck up in the mic. Like I've never muted someone aside from King Raven and Han, and even then I only muted them for like 5
But
minutes.
they're like, oh my god, they've twice the score, we're gonna
It's
lose.
the Purge Gamer. Oh no, I have my 22-minute brown boot bottle earned cloak. And then this guy's like, it's alright guys, I have my phase boots and I'm getting close to my mech because I heard that phase boots chainmail is a really good item on Silencer. And then the Windrunner's like, I farmed well in the early game, which
What?
she did.
Never seen phase boots on Silencer.
I haven't either.
I've
It
never
was
seen phase boots on
mind-blowing.
Silencer either.
Never seen
Ever since I started playing,
I
never.
I ended up watching the replay after this and like hearing the shit that he was saying during the game. He's like, oh, it's okay, guys. We got this late game, like, because we have a Phantom Lancer and a Sniper. And it was like, that's one thing this guy does all the time, is he thinks that like more carries equals better late game. When the reality is like one of these two has got to be falling behind. Like, yeah, like 250 gold per minute Phantom Lancer, 260 gold per minute Sniper. Like you could put both of them together and they have like 50 more DPM than me. Like just because you have more carries doesn't mean that you're gonna get more farm. Especially if none of your carries are utilizing certain places on the map to farm. Like none of them have been farming their ancients, and very few of them are adequately utilizing the farm in their jungle. Whereas like on our side, like the whole map is usually like farmed out. Like because I don't leave farm. I'm a fucking maximum Jew, and I can farm anything.
Bro, I actually
RR.
kind of regret telling you about fucking Vlad on Anti-Mage. Oh my god, you're fucking farm... like...
Farm
man.
monster.
I think you'll never fucking go back to...
No, actually, like I played a game the other day where I had to go like Vanguard Vlads, and I didn't enjoy it. But like I can, like there are obviously instances in which it's good to do.
Regeneration.
Here I'm like, no. Oh, Windrunner manning up. This is fucking bad for Windrunner.
I used to do the Battle Fury Vlad build like all the time, but then my team
Sunstrike?
kept losing like 3 minutes before I get my Manta. Like we would get our base racks because I wouldn't help. And so I stopped going the Vlad and I just started going straight Manta after the thing, and I stopped losing like.
I
when they,
honestly
like,
think that
timing pushed us.
if I ever have to do the Vanguard like Vlad's thing, I vastly prefer to just go Vanguard Manta because you get the Manta so much earlier. But it's like at the same time the Vlad's makes farming so much faster. It feels like you're playing like Anti-Mage after he got into a car accident and was heavily crippled if you have to go just fucking like just Vanguard because you farm so much slower. Like you get like 100 less BPM.
Dude, once you go with the fucking farming tools on Anti-Mage, you never fucking go back.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
remember when Vanguard used to be like 100%. If you didn't get Vanguard, you're a fucking noob. This was back in Dota 1. This is before we knew Battle Fury was good.
This was back in Dota 1 anti-mage solo mid.
What the fuck? We never really anti-mage saw.
Yeah,
well,
we
Fan,
did.
Fan,
You kidding?
shit, Fan did that. I don't think it was common. Was it?
It was kind of common. I saw a lot of it.
Dude, this game dragged on way too fucking long. Like, what the fuck? This was like an hour-long game? It's mind-blowing. Huge, big fucking plays.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's just.
Look at that fucking ward placement from Silencer. Like, what is this? Does this get counter-warded by the same fucking thing, too? Like, is this just plain, like, just plain worse?
What does that see?
Like, what is, like,
I don't know,
this?
I've never heard before.
Why would, that gets counter-worded by the same thing, doesn't it? Well,
But
like, what is this fucking game?
why would you put a sentry right there? No one wards that area.
Yeah, like,
The tier 1 tower is gone, and it's not laning phase anymore.
I know people, I also noticed this a lot in pubs too, people just play support, and then they place the wards, like, at like, the places that you put them if you had your tier 1s up. Like, they're, like, if you're down all of your tier 1s, like, this stops being, like, a relevant, like, ward. Like, it's not half as useful. Like, I would vastly prefer to have something like here, that way if I'm playing Mask of Madness Sniper, I can get farm at, like, the Ancients or something. Like, there are a million better wards. Huge Sunstrike. Fucking solid random Invoker play.
But where are you at? I haven't seen you in a while.
That's what you do, man. Ignore team fights acquire currency. Like, here I can, like, almost afford my fucking Manta, so I hate the fact that I have to fight. Huge ult from Silencer as all of the enemies run away. Big split from Pudge. Nothing stronger than one Pudge is 3 Pudge. And,
Are you fighting?
yeah, I'm actually fighting for once. Thank
Oh,
you,
nice,
Ghostfox.
nice left hit, bro. Nice.
He moved a fucking tornado! What the fuck? Well,
Maybe he doesn't play. Invoker. You know, I fucked up on stream. The last time I played Invoker, I invoked Cold Snap like 3 to 4 times instead of Ghost
you control
Walk.
the camera
I never
like a
do.
GOM pro. Actually, I gotta admit,
Fucking annoying.
my camera control right now is pretty fucking bad. I usually turn the acceleration all the way down, and then I make an active effort to make it, like, decent. Like, I drag, I zoom, I do the borders. It makes it much easier to watch. Venom Lancer's fucking annoying, but I don't feel like that hero is decent at all. I feel like he's such an awful hero.
Matchmaking at least.
Is he actually relevant in higher level games?
I would see this situation.
Radiant's middle
Situation
tower
quick.
has fallen.
In matchmaking, he always ends up disappointing.
Matchmaking, he's fucking garbage.
Bro,
Holy
I
shit.
hate any of these Radiance heroes in matchmaking.
The
Because in
fuck?
matchmaking, a
Dude,
game
my
is...
last matchmaking
Dude.
PL, I went 17-5.
Bro,
Fuck off.
I've played 4 games of PL. I've never won.
The thing is, dude, it's like first of all, in pubs, almost all of the games are like decided in the first 20 minutes, unless you're playing a hero that can like hit
I
20-minute mark and be really
I
strong.
hate playing the fucking hardest ass carries too because they can't fucking help my team and you just feed it
Yeah,
up.
well, I mean, like on a
I
hero
don't-
like Animage, though, I feel like it's different because you could have like Treads, Battle Fury, Vlads at like 20 easily, and that's like what I did this game. My farm wasn't even that good, and it's like, and then it becomes a different dynamic. But if you're playing like a hard carry, and especially one of the ones that goes for Radiance, like I never like having a Radiance hero on my team. Never. It doesn't matter what fucking hero it is. Like it doesn't matter if it's Pub Doombringer, Pub Spectre, or Pub Venom Lancer, because or like Pub Silver. They never get it in time for it to be relevant, and they always have such a difficulty farming up to it that it's like it annoys me to have any of these.
Yo,
heroes
I
on my
went
team.
Tread Diffusal in my Phantom Lancer.
Were the enemies so bad that they couldn't like deal with your illusions?
No, their only hope was a fucking Bloodseeker that had Radiance at like 17 minutes, and I was like, okay,
Well, the thing is,
Mr.
man,
Single Target DPS, I'll just, illusion.
it's like any hero that requires any hero that wants to put out damage with their illusions. They always have these similar themes, like items that are good and like. But in one general thing is like if you want to put out damage with your illusions, be it like an Animage, a Morphling, a Phantom Lancer, or a Spectre, it's like your illusions need to not die instantly. And I see a lot of people do like the Treads
Dire's
Diffusal,
bottom
and it makes me
tower is
cringe
under
when I
attack.
see it against certain lineups because it's like you can't fucking do it. Like here, I just want to solo Roshan, But
No, if it was like more AoE things, then I wouldn't
Yeah.
focus on the
Yeah, I
I'd do,
figured
like,
as much.
Probably like Radiance, MKB, some shit like
The
that.
worst part though is I see people do this in like pubs and like, oh cool, I have 6 Phantom Lancer illusions that all hit for 22 more because I have a defusal.
They died at every.
Yeah, and then they get like
any
blasted by like
AoE
they get blasted by like
build.
Alina and they're all dead. And it's like, well, don't you wish you went Vanguard Radiance Heart so that your illusions could not die and burn people? No, this is the Gankum Lancer.
No, but seriously, the Phantom Lancer's images take 450 damage.
Yeah, no, they actually.
They're the worst in terms of
Survivability.
getting hit. Yeah.
And the worst, and you need to get like some, I think,
You
tank
have to,
ability.
you have
so
to have
they don't-
something.
Yeah,
You
so
have
they
to
don't
have something.
insta die.
Like even after you get Radiance and a Vanguard, like the safe way to build them is to build a heart right after.
How does Vanguard passive work on illusions? I don't even know if it does. I would assume it does it. Even if it did, it would.
I don't think it's relevant.
Yeah, it
enough,
wouldn't be-
even
it
if
wouldn't
be
does,
relevant
it
anyway.
doesn't-
Doesn't
it's not even
matter.
relevant.
Yeah, because
they
you
die
take
so quick anyway.
It's like you take the amped damage.
However,
so it's like,
Heart on illusions.
Oh,
will
yeah, Heart
yeah,
works
Heart
well.
Illusions is insanely good. Like that's
That's
one of the
like-
reasons why it's
that's
so
like
nice
two
on
AoE
Animage
spell,
too.
man.
Because
Like, have you ever fountain dived with PL with like fucking at least 4 illusions? Like the fountain actually takes a while to kill one illusion with Heart. It's
Heart's
really
fucking
fun.
broke, yeah.
But here's another thing. While we're on the Vanguard subject, oh, strong axe initiation.
No, I
Like,
kind of hate how they nerf Vanguard. He used to. Well,
but there are
okay.
certain like for example, Vanguard on ranged heroes is so much worse just because it's like obviously it's like numerically worse.
Radiant's
Like
bottom
I think it blocks 20 damage instead of 40. But if you think about it, one of the reasons that the 40 damage on Vanguard becomes so significant is because of the innate armor that heroes have. So it's like if you block 40 damage and in like a support auto attacks for like 70 or something, then your armor might reduce him to hitting to like 50, and then you block
Oh,
40 and
actually-
he hits you for like 10.
actually,
Radiant's bottom
the
tower
Vanguard
is under attack.
blocks before the armor.
Are you really?
Yeah, it is.
That's crazy. I actually never fucking knew that. But even at that, the point still stands that if someone's hitting you for like 70 and you block 40, they hit you for 30. Whereas if you block 20, it's highly like diminished.
Oh yeah. Fuck.
I can't believe I didn't know that.
You know, it used to be Vanguard used to be so good. Range heroes were good.
Like especially in like pubs, like I would almost never get like a Vanguard on like a Defiler or fucking whatever the fuck they call that bitch, Crobulus or Death Prophet or like whatever. Like I would almost never, like I'd almost always favor a mech just because I feel like the survivability and utility it gives you is nicer. But that's just like the way that I pub, but obviously in higher level games it's different. Probably get a
Yeah.
heart next. Nigga, no one's killing me. Why do I get a heart?
if I were playing safe or against good people, I'd get a heart. But sometimes in matchmaking, I'm really fucking lazy, and I just want to fucking right click it. So
Yeah,
I
you just
get
want to
that-
go like right to butterfly or something.
Yeah, you want to get that butterfly.
Well, I mean, butterfly in itself is like a survive. I mean, it gives you survivability because of the evasion and the armor from the agility.
I actually lost. I actually threw a game by going butterfly once in matchmaking. 'cause
Well,
I thought
honestly
it was-
though, it's like
the-
usually when I get to this point, it's like my right click is so strong that it's like I almost go for the heart always. But in games like this, like especially if I go for the Vlads, I'll favor the butterfly more.
Yeah, I used to always go butterfly before heart because I used to like fucking.
It was like the opposite for me.
I
these days.
I can blink and I'm godlike already and I already have this many items, so like it doesn't matter. And then I lost the game because I died with butterfly and I didn't have buyback.
Yeah.
And I would if I had a heart.
Someone asked how good I think Bane is. I think Bane is a pretty shitty hero, but there are times when she can be good. It's just like it's hard to fit her into a lineup.
Shitty.
Yeah, I don't like her at all.
Instead, I always win with them in matchmaking. So.
But Barney, I saw her get picked by Eastern Europeans who picked Clinks. Doesn't that mean she's competitively confirmed for good? No. Like, it's fuck, I
There
don't-
was a time when it needs to be considered good. This is back in Dota 6.59. You actually
One day, some pro team's gonna pick.
you have no idea what the fuck version numbers even fucking mean,
Yeah, I
but
don't-
this
yeah, I'll play after this, by
Radiant's
the way.
top tower
he actually
is
got
under
nerfed.
attack.
And then he never saw the light of day again, even though he keeps getting buffed every patch. Not every patch, just every patch.
Radiant's top tower.
Yeah,
has
I don't
fallen.
like. I don't know. I don't think that the hero is.
Yeah. You used to.
It's
this
funny
is
because
what-
every single pub I play Bane, though I win. Like it's like in a pub I can win any game I think I play the hero. Well, not any game. That sounds like really cold myself, but like it's like the hero has aspects that can. Did someone really just force staff my illusionary reaction? But it's like there are things that I think can make Bane useful in like pubs. Like, it's really easy to shut down one hero, and it's easy to, like, ride the dick of an enemy to make it very difficult for them to farm. Especially against certain heroes. Like, if I'm up against, like, a Spectre and I'm on main, like, I know I can make that Spectre get, like, a 35-minute, like, Radiance or something. Because he has to, like, farm a lane. Not like a jungle or something. But at the same time, I think the hero is pretty bad. And I think he's not that great a hero anyways.
Oh my god, I remember when the 3 most common carries were Anti-Mage, Spectre, and Reaver. Holy shit.
It's like the International all over again.
Holy fuck.
I hate seeing Spectres, though.
Those fucking days, bro.
Spectre is one of those heroes that I don't like to play, like, with. But I like playing against, because just like a Slaughter, they always get really underfarmed in pubs. Like, Slaughter, Mirana, and Spectre are 3 of the heroes that are most guilty of that in pubs. Like, they're good fucking heroes. There's nothing bad about them. But it's like, okay, there are things that are bad about them, but they're not bad heroes.
The only thing I would think is good is Poppin, but...
Well, like, there's... I think the heroes have things that are ridiculous.
Spectre and Slaughter have not been relevant for a while.
I've seen Slaughter get picked a lot, though. But it's like, I think there are things that are good about Slaughter, but in pubs, it's like, it disgusts me to see how poorly the players who play these heroes farm. And this tends to be like a theme for all heroes that can only farm a jungle or something.
Holy shit, remember when Witch Doctor was picked, Bryant? Remember that hero? That used to be like top tier support with Venge. It was like Venge and Witch Doctor and no one picks him.
Holy shit, this game is just going on and on and on. Like, does it really never end?
You know, all this talk reminds me of the good old, like, the Dota 1 days back in the patches and shit. Like, oh man. Like, the way people pick now and the way people pick back then, like...
What is the gold draft? Oh.
He's like, I don't give a fuck, I'm just gonna talk about something else.
Yeah, Dota 1, man.
It's really crazy, like... I think the most interesting thing is how the support's changed up.
What do you mean?
Like, well, I mean, so, well, I don't know, every few versions, like, the top tier supports would always change, even though the heroes themselves don't really change that much. So like right now, you'd see like Tide and, well, actually, I don't.
Well, you see, like, these days, I think...
Tide's the one that sticks out.
I think Vengeful Spirit, Venomancer, and Crystal Maiden are, like, the most picked ones, as well as Tide. And, yeah, like, those are the ones you most see. Of course, there are heroes like Tide Hunter and Lestrak, but you don't always see them played as. But holy fuck, look how quick those illusions.
And then, like, 4 months ago, no one would pick Venge, and would just pick CM.
Or Lestrak, like, that hero was not that popular at all for a while. But then he, like, people started to realize how good he was, and now he's, like, the top tier pick. Like, he's, like, the first pick hero, I think, these days.
That shit's broke, bro. Diabolic Edict's so broke. I can't believe people used to play fucking Stun Lightning. People used to play that shit back in Dota 1.
Even today I saw a game where someone went the Lightning for lane control, but he was obviously, like, he was up against a 1v2 mid, so he had to. But the Edict is, like, ridiculously good. It's funny because on it hit for so much.
It's fucking broke. Like, how is that not even, like, I don't even know what to say about that fucking skill. But that skill's fucking broke. Like, holy shit.
Holy shit, this part pisses me off. Like, so, like, they pause, and then Axe unpauses, right? And then, like, I'm right there, I'm about to fucking blink in, I'm about to fucking destroy him, right? And then, pause. Oh, cool. Now the enemies have all the time in the world to think about what they want to do. Like, oh, well, it looks like Lich is going to throw down an ult, Sniper's going to decide who he wants to focus, Invoker will think about the things he wants to chain up. Apparently Axe is having some problems, despite the fact he was unpaused it. And now this guy has all the time in the world to think about how he wants to taunt me. But then Silence drops him, because we have time to think as well. And I just try to focus down the village. The fight is a general clusterfuck. The theme is just Phantom Lancer sodomizing my dudes while the fights happen.
Well, you sodomize their dudes.
Reshotting Sniper, because Sniper thinks Mask of Madness is a good item. We saw Sing Sing do it!
Oh god. I used to not like Sing Sing's stream.
I think he has the best stream.
But then I watched it for a little bit, and he says some fucking hilarious shit.
His stream is, I think.
I fucking hate his builds. I hate his fucking guts. But I have to admit, they work because he solo kills a lot of people.
And Facebook's Mask of Madness.
Yeah, you can't rely on his.
Facebook's Mask of Madness actually synergizes better than some things. It's funny though because it works. It works incredibly well for him. I'm like, well,
fucking be a hater, but not a YouTuber. It's fucking funny as shit. Holy fuck.
Here I debate whether or not I want to kill the Phantom Lancer, and then I'm like, well, I'd rather not even go for that. It would be close. So I just back away, because I don't want to get my first death. After all, I'm just some RR piece of shit who likes to farm, like, more than 100 creeps a minute, because that's how you win the level games.
This is the part where you get your heart, right?
I think I get a heart next. Or maybe I go Abyssal Blade, because I might be more concerned with my ability to kill them than I will my ability to, like, get brought down. Like, I have 0 deaths, so, like, I'm not too concerned with getting fought.
Man, I thought that once, and I died. And then I was like,
I think it's important to be able to, like I know that they're not going to burst me down with, like, a Lich and an Invoker. Because, like, I'm more concerned about right-click fighting with Sniper and Phantom Lancer. Not really Sniper, because the Sniper is, like, irrelevant this game. Like, what is this farm? Ah, big 300 GPM. You cannot carry a game with 300 gold per minute. It just doesn't work.
I never go BKB on AM, even though it's a good item.
It's a really good item, but I'm really averse to getting it as well.
I forget to use it. I never used it.
I'm just averse to it because I feel like just like the Chinese, like, they don't like BKB in general, I'd say, on certain heroes. Because, like, I mean, these days it's different, though. But it used to be like they'd almost never get it just because, like, late game, like, having a heart and a butterfly, like, you're not going to be too concerned about, like, dying. Like, it's pretty difficult to fucking kill you. I wish one of my allies here would have bought the Vlads. Like, I would just sell my Vlads and get a new item, but I decided against it.
Fuck that, are you gonna make them follow you while you blink around and kill neutral groups?
At this point, I don't even need the mana regen now. Like, I have 9. That's way too much. Base plus Master Madness plus crit.
Roshan has fallen to the
I think
dark.
Sing Sing stream is really, really good. Yeah, here I think I go Boots of Travel. Just because Boots of Travel late game are really, really good. Ham is now Ursa. God, this... I don't know what's worse. The people playing in this game? Because the people playing were, like, intolerably stupid this game. Or, like, the people commenting on it, like, as, like, the spectators. It's nice that I can now see the spectator chat.
Perch gets like 6,000 views or some shit like that, man.
He gets, like, 1 to 4K, I'd say. Like, if he's just, like, streaming normally. Or, like, if he's streaming a tournament. Sometimes he can get, like, way higher. Sometimes he'll get slightly lower.
Wait, he streams matchmaking against that much?
When he streams matchmaking, his viewer is always steadily declined. One of the most satisfying things about this game was at the start of the game, I was watching a stream, right? That's obviously how I got into it. But my computer isn't, like, for some reason when I'm do 2 monitors, I can't, like, watch a stream while playing. So, like, I couldn't stream cheat if I fucking wanted to. But I remember at the start, he had, like, 3K viewers, and at the end he had, like, 1,200. And I would like to think that the dumpstering by Annie Major is a part of that.
Yeah.
What's the order on that AM build? I go, like, Poor Man's Shield, Ring of Health, Brown Boots, Battle Fury Treads,
You should always get treads.
By the way, people watching or listening right now, you should always go Treads.
You should always go Treads before what?
Be Fury.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
So you're more, so you can, you're a little bit more tanky. You can enjoy the fights.
I don't think you can make an absolute statement like that, though, man. Like, I don't think you could, like, say you should.
No, Treads.
No, fuck you. Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
I have nothing against, like.
I used to do that. I
No.
used to do that.
No,
build,
listen,
Be
hear me
Fury.
out, man, hear me out. I think that anytime you make, like, an absolute statement, it's really hard to be, like, correct 100% of the time. Like, you could say you should always do X, but it's almost like.
I think it's mostly.
Well, I think that there are valid arguments against it, though, man. Like, I could see what you're saying, and 90% of the, well, not 90%, I would say that, like, 60% of the time you'd be right, right? And there are plenty of people who've
I think it's
done
more
it.
than 60.
Like, I've had these type of discussions with people that I respect greatly, and I do respect you, but it's like, here, I don't agree. Because I think that having the Battle Fury opens up a lot more farm options, like, and it lets you farm, like, faster in certain areas. Like, if you have Brown Boots Battle Fury, like, obviously if you have Treads, like, you can kill stuff, right? Like, you can be a threat to other players, you can team fight, and it lets you farm fast too. Like, Treads make you farm very quickly. But at the same time, like, the cleave from Battle Fury lets you, like you can clear out the lane and then go blow up 2 neutral camps. And then, of course, when you get your Treads, you just come out of control. Like, I don't know, man. Like, in pubs especially, like, I way prefer to get, like, a 12-minute Battle Fury than to get, like, a 14-minute Battle Fury or something, you know? That's just my opinion, though. Like, I think getting the Battle Fury 2 minutes earlier is really, really convenient. I clear out all the huts.
Well, I can't really say anything now.
Why is that?
What am I supposed to say? Like,
Well,
you're like, nope, you can't say anything now, just because.
But well, okay. I'm not trying to like challenge you here. But like, what is the reasoning? Like, I assume that you want the treads because it lets you farm faster and it lets you kill people and not die.
It's. I don't know. It's being peaceful early on. I don't know.
Fucking 8 charges on this guy's arm.
Like, I'm not gonna. Whatever.
I can see what you're saying. I don't mean to like call you out or like make you seem like a dick or anything like that, man. Which is pretty much what I did. But like, that is my touch. I apologize. But it's like I think that like I don't know. I hear that a lot though, where people make like completely like absolute statements and then they end up like being incorrect. Like I think that no matter what you're trying to say, you should always be able to like reason through it, if you know what I mean. And then again, I'm not like trying to like shit on you here, but this is a statement that like I've heard other people make, and I think it's a really, really good sentiment. Like that you should always be able to reason through like what you're saying. Like, and that whatever you say, like I think the way Destiny puts it is that you should be able to sit across the table from someone and argue whatever you believe in such a way that I don't know, like it's just like in such a way that it makes sense. And I've heard plenty of people make this thing like, oh, never go treads on Sand King. And it's like, I agree. Treads on Sand King is like probably bad most of the time, but there's this like a small handful of games where treads on Sand King isn't awful. Or like the whole like phase boots versus like
the build.
Wait, what?
Used to go treads on.
Yeah, I see people do it. I see people do it quite a bit, but not like more than Arcanes. But I do see it. Like it's still a relevant thing. Or like one thing that's been like I've seen debated a lot is like apparently the Chinese like to go like phase boots on Shadow Fiend as opposed to like treads, and I think both have merit. Yeah, this is why the Abyssal Blade is so nice. It lets you jump on someone, Abyssal Blade them, pop your Manta, and then ass fuck them. I should have just like let the game end. Yeah, I think I do. Like this is I think my first death. Do I even die here? I have to die here. No, I destroyed it! But then I died at the tower. Oh great.
you know, there's. Wait, was there?
I would have died, or I mean, I would have lived anyways. Like at the time, I thought I would have died, but looking at the replay now, I couldn't make an argument for why I ran back in the tower. Like I would have gotten away if I would have just ran out this way and blunked. Like I'm not gonna like bold-faced lie about it. Like that was just fucking dumb. Like there goes an Aegis, right? Does my whole team get fucking raped?
Holy shit! Your team warded inside their base.
You know, it's funny because this is such a nice ward when you have something like a Pudge or like any kind of Blink Dagger initiation, but here it's like they did it so late that it's like it doesn't fucking matter. Like, what is this gonna do for me now? Like, I can see their every movement in their base, and it's really, really nice if you have like a Sand King waiting to ult in or a Pudge trying to hook someone out. But it's like, dude, we already like cleaned up their whole base. Like, I killed every fucking hut in their base.
All the huts.
Look at this like anime fucking run, the Naruto run or whatever the fuck. Animation.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I found what I spent. I was wrong. I guess I got like 9,600.
Oh, this is the part where you drop, or is this where you drop all your butterflies and shit in your base? Is this where Purge like tries to reason? Oh, we still got 2 carries.
Yeah, and then like I got all the items, and then I remember
the score is 28.
I watched the VOD on his channel, and he said something like, well, Animage has really good items. It's like, yeah, I guess you could say that. Like, I kind of have some stuff. I really didn't want to ult for that fucking Lich, but I had to. That was such a good hook by the Pudge. He actually landed one. Look how tanky my fucking illusions are. Like, it takes their whole team, like, focusing to, like, bring down an illusion. And that's why, like, if on Anti-Mage, Spectre, those type of heroes, if your illusions are tanky, then they'll put out massive amounts of damage. I think I die here. I die at some point in this game. I think it's here. No, it wasn't here. Was it? Maybe. How am I definitely stupid? Holy shit, that was beautiful. I killed the guy on the cleave.
'Twas an act of charity.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Typical Barney. Loses softness or replays wins.
Radiant's middle tower is under
What?
attack.
That other was like typical Barney. Loses so often he has to replay his wins. This game felt pretty good though.
Excuse me.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, I like my channel because I don't ban anyone. So like they're like people that are, like dedicated fucking trolls. It's really entertaining.
Radiant's middle
That's
tower
what we
is
say.
under attack.
Oh, shoot, my PM? I checked all of my messages a bit ago. Maybe. I
Radiant's
might not
bottom
check recently
barracks
enough.
are under
I used to
attack.
pick glitch a lot against anti-mage,
Who?
and then I realized that I didn't realize it, but I was pretty much all inning every game whenever I did that shit.
But you deny him so much farm. It's so
No,
annoying.
but if I fucked up,
Radiant's
like if
middle
I
tower
died,
has
Then
fallen.
you
like at
lose.
any point within the first 10 minutes,
Radiant's middle tower is under
I
attack.
lose.
But your
to
lich win rate is
because
really
I do
high, so it
nothing.
obviously worked.
I used to fucking try to do that kind of just go lich ultimate lane. Or lich against the ultimate lane.
Pretty much
Yeah,
a picker. I
that's
fucking
awesome.
love Animage. Like he's one of my favorite heroes because his like he does what I like to do so well, which is just oh god. He drops a fucking ice wall. Like his invoke is up and he drops an ice wall on me. Okay.
Does it kill you?
No, he just ice walls me instead of like disrupting my TP.
Deafening blast, tornado.
One of those 10 spells the hero has, like most of which.
That break channeling.
Yeah. His force
That's why
damage-
he's so fucking rape against Furion.
Yeah.
Furion cannot TP out of any. Like, if you're Invoker and you're on a Furion, that Furion's fucking dead.
But like
More stand.
overall though, like Animage does what I like to do. Like it doesn't matter if your lane partner. Like this is a great example of a lane where like my Vengeful was beyond fucking useless. My Vengeful like literally contributed nothing. I should just get that once with the illusions. Please tell me I'm okay. Good, I actually do. Well, I almost felt really dumb there. But like, it's like fucking. Like it bothers me so much to like when I get like a lane partner who's useless, which is why a lot of people don't even side lane in pubs, just because like they hate like playing with these type of people. Oh god, this isn't that month to do that. Oh, whatever. Yeah, we've gotten a lot of really convenient ways. But it's like, in an Animage, I could have a useless lane partner and I'll still get a really good farm. And this is, I think, a good example of that. Like, my lane partner was pretty fucking worthless, and I still got a good farm. Also, Animage can just kind of brainlessly rice all game, and you'll win. So it's like, so long as you make good farm decisions, you'll come out ahead. And Animage is one of the easiest heroes to make farm decisions on because he has so many options for what he wants to farm. Like, this game, it's like, 12 minutes in, I could farm any camp efficiently. And it's like, there's so many heroes that can't do that.
Oh
Like-
my god, you sold your Battle Fury.
Like, I like Spectre. I gotta get the Javelin Slay Moby Dick. But it's like, I like Spectre, but it's like, Spectre has no farm options until he gets a fucking Radiance. So it just doesn't feel as comfortable.
Oh my god.
And Animage, you can pressure people out of the lane. I think the decision to sell my Battle Fury here was really bad. Because
I
normally...
never watched my anime.
Well, one.
And you're keeping me up. Generally, I'm asleep right now.
Asleep at 7. Damn, you don't even stay up long enough to watch fucking Rugrats. Holy shit.
And you guys must be talking right now, and I can't hear you guys because my thing's messed up. So, give me a second while I adjust that.
The fucked up thing is, okay, this game actually does end here. I was about to say the game goes on for a while, but this game is so fucking done.
Radiant's
But selling a
tower
Battle
attack.
Fury for like a Monkey King bar,
Jesus
is usually
Christ,
really
Barney,
nice.
you get 260 viewers watching a fucking replay.
That's because I'm that fucking good. But no, it's like normally this kind of decision making isn't that, or I mean it's really really good, but like in this game it was an awful decision on my part, and I have to concede that. I noticed the Chinese like MKB on Animage a lot. Like Burning loves that shit. And that guy's a good Animage, but oh god, I'm getting fucking gang raped in the corner by 20 Phantom Lancers. I kind of want to play Phantom Lancer, but I've literally never fucking played that hero. Oh, I buy back and then instantly Boots of Travel in.
Radiant's top barracks are under attack.
God, Phantom Lancer is so annoying. Like this is where I started to regret my decision. Like I'm like, okay, I can't kill you because there are a million fucking Phantom Lancer things, and I can no longer instant cleave them down. But that is the moment precisely where I regretted not having Battle Fury. I neglected to consider how good the cleave was against those Phantom Lancer things. Play Puck Faggot. It's You know, I'd like to treat casting to some degree like... Well, actually, that's not true. I wouldn't rather, like, take it seriously. But I think that
Radiant's
I would
ancient is
enjoy,
under attack.
like, actually doing serious casting. But like it's weird to try to find a role in like a duo cast. I don't know. Should have sold Vlad's. I did sell the Vlad's, motherfucker.
Wait, so you kill Roshan? Do you take the Aegis? Or
I sell my fucking Boots of Traveling Rabbit.
Roshan has
Oh my
fallen
God.
to
Because
the
my
enemy.
move speed, like, it doesn't really, like, obviously it matters to some degree, but I move as fast as, like, a support. Like, I move 352. What does Lich move at? Like, well, actually, Lich is one of the fastest heroes, so that's an awful example. But what does a Sniper move at? Well, he has a Yasha, so that's also a really bad example. And then Axe has that, so actually it didn't work out for me at all. But the real reason I did it is because I knew we were going to end the game anyways. I was like, well, it doesn't matter how fast I run if I'm just right-clicking.
How do people get MOM Mjolnir? I get that as a fucking joke.
Mask of Madness be on there?
It's a joke. Please don't actually fucking get that. Like, I don't. When I got that on Void, that was a joke. Please don't.
You know,
Jesus
it's funny
Christ,
because
people
these
actually-
days I see like I've heard Sing Sing use the Michael Jordan dunking vernacular. I really hope that becomes more popular. Just like the 9/11 thing when you take 2 towers, I need to start saying that more.
Oh
There was
my
a time when I'd go into random streams because I watch a lot of streams, and like I'd see people going like, "Oh, they just 9/11'd him," and I was like, "Oh God, people are saying that now." Huge tornado, and this I don't think I even hit a
Fuck,
hero.
dude, you got people saying fucking brown boots on my stream.
Brown boots? That's
Yeah.
perfectly reasonable.
I've
See, here it
never
doesn't matter how
fucking-
fast I move. I tried to do the BM pause. God, I'm a dick. Oh well.
Dire victory.
What a fucking useless thing, though. Like, if I were any other hero, I think we would have lost.
You paused and said GG. Holy yes. Look at the gold graph. Holy shit, it was like the exact opposite on the Radiant, like the first half, and then the exact opposite.
No one on
For
this
the
team was
Dire, I
any
don't
good,
know.
unfortunately. It was a pretty painful game to play and watch.
Wait, what the fuck is Silencer doing? Is he dancing?
I don't know.
Did you see that?
Yeah, actually I did. Very, very briefly, though. Here, guys. I'll play with viewers now. Going back to the good old things as much as I...
Savage 3.
Say what? Do you know which one it is? It's actually Barney Savage 4. Because if you're playing an exclusive closed beta where a lot of viewers aren't even in the beta, it's really good to flaunt around how many accounts that you have.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. I don't know how you can play on so many accounts. I just play on one. Like, I could play on other ones,
Well,
but I
here's
don't.
the thing. Do you play with viewers? In matchmaking?
I have before. I have.
Oh, really?
I did a day where I played like 10 games or something.
Did you get frustrated?
Like a couple of them, but
Be
honestly,
honest.
I probably would have lost the same amount
Be
if I
honest.
just scared. Yeah, no, I was. Maybe a little bit, but like.
It can get frustrating because I felt like there was a time where my account had a really decent MR and I'd always play against good players. Then all of a sudden, like it dropped like super fucking hard.
Mm. Hey, wait. Did the test client come out yet?
Did it?
I don't know.
Barney's so bad he wants viewers to carry him. Barney, can you play Michael Jordan, perhaps? You must have beefy fingers from all the AM clicking.
Oh, wait. Patch analysis content. Hold up. Update to the models.
Alright, so I only play
Decent.
US East just because... Well, okay, no, I don't only play US East. I live in US West, but I play US East because I have a lot of Euro plebes that watch the stream.
Does it feel like Beastmaster looks more naked? Let me link it to you.
He
It
looks
looks
more
more
naked.
naked.
Wait,
Yeah.
is it Cyborg Matt's blog or whatever?
Yeah. Or yeah, okay, yeah. Just go on Cyborg Matt's thing. I won't link it to you.
Hmm. He looks like more elitist now on the icon. It's like he's looking down on. He's like looking down at you, like the camera is like moving.
Yeah.
And he looks a lot more naked. Like.
Maybe he has the same.
I think it's
amount of
because it's
clothes.
like his skin just seems like it doesn't blend as well. Like it's like I don't know. It just seems like it's like his skin is less shiny. It looks like I'm staring at a guy who's like I don't know. It looks like it went from being like kind of badass Beastmaster to like gay bar Beastmaster. I don't know. It just
Wait, which one's the gay bar Beastmaster?
the new one. He looks like I don't know.
Okay.
He just looks really fucking bad in his eyes and shit. Like back end
Okay.
changes. Who needs back end changes?
Changes. Blah 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 blah. Blah blah blah.
Blah blah blah. Unreleased.
Blah,
Wait,
blah.
unreleased subtitles. Okay, so Chaos Knight. Probably Chaos Knight coming next then. Unreleased hero portraits. Ogre Magi. Maybe him. Oh god, Ogre Magic is gonna be such a fucking god. I'm gonna hate it. I'm gonna hate my life every time I get that hero on my team.
Why?
He was a joke in Han. Like he was blacksmith. Like people,
Was he bad in Han?
he was pretty fucking bad. But it's funny because you see him picked every
Decent
once
in
in a while.
Dota, dude. He was decent in Dota.
Like as a support or what?
Yeah, support.
See, that's the only way that I've seen him played high end on Han, but no one ever plays him like that in a pub. He's just one of those heroes that I don't like seeing in pub. Obviously, Couriers.
I think he's the easiest hero to fucking play. I think he's easier than Lich to play.
He's ridiculously easy to play, but he's still not one of the heroes that I like seeing.
Yeah. This is like one of the questions that I get a lot of my stream is like, if you're new to Dota, what hero?
Oh yeah, and you're like, oh, Lich,
Yeah.
Sven, like the
You're
hero.
like Lich. The first thing that comes to mind is Lich, but in Dota 1, the first thing that came to mind was Ogre.
Oh my
No,
god.
I really
Hold
liked
on.
it too because his ultimate encouraged people to cast their spells more often. I
Yeah.
think that's the big thing. That you get 2 spells, and I guess like a buff as well. But you get 2 spells, you use F and you use G, like one right after the other, and your ultimate encouraged people to cast it. So people weren't afraid to cast spells. You'd always get people casting
No,
spells.
What I think what you mean to say is that he encourages shitbags to take all of the farm with his high base damage and then be a useless casting piece of shit with all of his other abilities because, one, he gets like those sick dice rolls, man, and who likes luck? Because I sure as fuck like luck. His other one in Han amps the magic damage that they take. Huh, looks like you better go fucking Codex every game because you're gonna burst people down, right? You gotta get that big Dagon.
Wait, what improves amp? I don't know.
It amps
That's
the
not-
magic damage you take.
Is that the third skill?
His second one. So like it just encourages
Just
people to
slow
be
down.
like the maximum niggers about casting. But in
Just
Dota,
slow
he like Scepter and stuff does stuff. Oh my god, the role pips have been updated. Babysitter, carry, disabler, ganker, initiator, jungler, pusher, roam. This is one of my biggest problems with like because new players like read this shit religiously. They're like Necrolite support, Death Prophet support, Pugna support,
Invoker support, bro.
Invoker support, like. Spirit Breaker, Ganker. Sardar, Ganker.
Well, I actually don't know what Invoker would be in those things.
Yeah, I know,
What
right?
the fuck's a tank?
Tank? Is that really one?
Yeah, I'm not even a tank. That's the last one.
God damn
It's
it.
tank.
Tank, okay.
I want to know
You know,
what hero
Whenever I
gets
see
that.
someone say, like, pick tank, I know I'm gonna lose a game. Like, because it shows that there's, like, it immediately shows me there's at least one person on the team who has no knowledge of, like, how the game is actually played. Like, no one just runs in there and is like, I'm gonna take damage now.
Except for Axe.
Maybe. But then at least
Axe
you're still
is
trying to,
totally
like, damage other people.
Oh man. No, but I honestly don't know what Invoker would be in these.
Yeah, like gold dependent, or I mean experience dependent.
Maybe
Fighter, like
Disabler?
like he could be anything because that. I
don't
mean,
know.
what can't he do?
Jungler? Jungle Invoker, bro.
That'd be
That's
cool if
good.
Chaos Knight came out.
Is Chaos Knight coming out?
It says,
Yo, do you know what Chaos Knight does?
yeah, I read
He
it.
is rape, bro. He is rape.
Hey, let's not use the term rape. I mean, I get a lot of like rape victims on my stream. I don't like to bring. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, Nyx Assassin,
Yeah, we got a lot of purge
Yeah.
gamers.
Kill, Mana Burn, Spike Carapace, and Vendetta. You know the unfinished icons, the ones that are like jokes.
They're really funny early on in the beta. I think it's a reference to how tanks work. Well, the problem is, man, it's like tank isn't like a real role. Like, what hero runs in and like their job is to like get their shit pounded? Like, who thinks who thinks that's a good idea? Like, I'm the tank. I'll walk in because usually you want to put out damage tactfully. Like, you want to hurt people without getting hurt too bad, or like you don't want to overcommit.
Into the dragons.
Great. Because like if you overcommit too hard, then it's like people will get like I don't know. Like there are heroes like Bristleback who's I guess like Armadon and Han, just worse. And there are heroes like Axe that can take a lot of damage and put out a lot of damage. But even then it's different because it's like I don't know, they're the kind of
Holy
people
shit,
who
you said
think it's a
Armadon.
real the kind of people who think it's like a real role are usually like really fucking bad.
Oh my god.
10 seconds.
Yeah, it's good when you're like baiting out stunts. I think that's a good way to put it. Because there are some heroes that it's like they put out a lot of damage, so like they're unignorable. Like a Spectre is like tanky. Like he absorbs a lot of damage, and he's unignorable. Oh god, I didn't change my camera settings. I don't want to come. So let's come back to bite me.
Prepare for
How'd you get
battle.
Jakiro?
I don't know. I randomed
Is this matchmaking or is this a VR game?
both.
Matchmaking gear again. That's the worst too. It's
Oh,
probably the
isn't
worst
it?
of both worlds. It's okay though, you're gonna take their towers. You got Leshrac and you got Jakiro.
I random, so it's like I'm pretty well off. I'm a very
Yeah,
wealthy
you
Jakiro.
can get the Chick, the Sentry, and the Ward.
I'm not even gonna go sentry. I'm just gonna make it so they don't block it, and then I'll buy the sentry
Oh,
if they do.
yeah, need sentries.
I gotta
Oh,
restart my
sentry.
Dota because it always fucking lags when I first.
Oh yeah, for those of you expecting my stream, yeah, I haven't gone to sleep yet, so I need 8 hours of sleep.
Yeah, he needs his fucking beauty sleep.
And I also need anime, so I probably won't be streaming in at least 8 hours, which is gonna be later than my usual time.
Alright, easy mind. Here are the pictures you want to see. People made Purge fan pictures. Oh yeah, this one. Fine line between constructive criticism and someone being an asshole. This could be anything, so I became a Purge gamer. This is one that someone made in Aaliyah's stream that I saved.
Who is this nerd talking with Barney? Tell him to shut up.
Who is that?
Holy shit.
Probably one of the-
Flamers, bro. Got some fucking
Oh god, we
flamers.
gotta... Hey, I'm gonna support someone bottom, so one of you guys come.
Wait, is it just you and me in the call now?
30
think
seconds
so.
to battle.
Oh.
Like, are we gonna run a lion lane? Like lion Jakiro? I guess we could do that. Fuck you! Like, okay, we'll just do a duo farm lane. Like, I'm fine with that.
No, no, you can get Jakir with farm.
Yeah, I know.
I've seen Boba do that shit.
I think the lion is better with farm.
Oh.
Why do we have you two top and then me? Okay. No, it's fine. Just go with it. This is so bad it hurts.
The battle
Bro, if you get them
begins.
fast.
Why are we laning like this? I understand that a Leshrac can just get experience and be useful, but even then, like, I'd much rather he get farmed than, like, me or Lion. Like, I'm just gonna stat camps. Destiny, how do you think your SC2 skills transferred to Dota? Am I gonna support? Well, that was my intention, but that may not be the case anymore.
Shall we?
Wait, what items does your line have?
Pretty much the same shit that I have, just
Oh,
clarities instead of another fist. You don't want to really block if you're in the bot lane. We should zone this guy out so he can't get oh, never mind. Dude? Okay.
Why is your line? Is your line gonna get first blooded?
No. But he's gonna try really hard. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? Pathing? Pathing? No! No! Why?
You dead? You dead?
No, I'm like, I have to man fight a fucking creep. Because I like, the pathing fucked me there and the creep boxed me in. It was way too much damage over nothing.
Wait, why did they attack you?
Sick last sitting there, rough. Fuck. And as I say that, I fuck one up with this. Just be aggressive on the Crystal Maiden if she gets left like that. God damn it, I fucked up too.
Jakira isn't in pawn, is he?
No. Thank God. This hero's so bad. He's a really bad hero. And I don't enjoy playing him at all.
He's never been popular as a support hero.
Hey
the
man,
big
Navi
thing is
picked him
his
once, right?
I mean, he has a lot of basic
So happy
stats.
that that skill is ridiculous.
His nuke's not that bad. It's like his nuke's pretty good.
His nuke is
He has
pretty solid,
pretty
but
good.
like the mana cost on his abilities is way too high for what they do.
I don't even think it's that bad, to be honest, because he has like such high starting.
He's very, very like I think he's one of like the tankiest support heroes
Yeah.
too innately. He's one of the best candidates for a Veil because of that, I think. But even then, like you're never gonna have a farm to do that. In a serious game.
Fail. Sometimes I forget that item exists.
Yeah,
What
I'm
do they
just
have
gonna, like
in for
abuse the
magic
pull and
damage? They
stuff
have like
so we
shards
can
or some
both
shit
get
like
farm.
that. Shards, I think.
I don't think Jakiro. There's not very much that's redeeming about Jakiro. Jakiro's the best hero in Navi picks about 50% win rate. I'm gonna stack that. Can you give me a clarity? Can you clarity me? Thanks. It's also clear now. You get some like lane farm while I do this.
What would you rather have? Would you rather have an alchemist on your team or a Jakiro?
It's a tough call. I've seen a Jakiro Alchemist lane before. Like both useless heroes.
Yo, they you know.
I'd
at
rather
least
take
one-
Jakiro because Alchemist, like, he's more pertinent. Like, he needs a massive amount of farm to be, like, useful. And it's so hard to get that farm because the hero is such trash.
And this guy can get just towers and stuff.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah, like, Jakiro can...
You know, the one thing the one thing that's redeeming about a Jakiro Alchemist lane is they probably won't die because they both have so much strength at the start.
They'll find a way. Like, the type of people who pick those heroes will find a way to die.
I don't think anyone picks Alchemist or Jakiro. I think everyone just randoms them.
I've seen people pick Alchemist.
Oh, maybe Alchemist. No one ever picks Jakiro. I don't think anyone picks that hero.
Isn't that so much worse? Like, someone who, like, decides that they want to play one of those heroes? Like, oh, Alchemist, that'll be really good.
Oh.
Like, I like to win
good,
games,
like,
dude, so I don't pick those heroes, because I, like, do not lose.
I think Korea likes that.
What, Alchemist?
Yeah. For who plays for Ghost.
Yeah, I know who Korea is.
He's yeah, I got flamed for doing Korea's builds in my stream. Cause I went Lothar on like noob. And I got really depressed. And then it's really bad too, cause it's really bad when a streamer tries to like defend his like why he I don't know. Does it feel awkward when you try to defend like your item choice or something sometimes when someone calls you out?
Honestly, not really. Like, I feel like if I can't defend it like in a way that people would understand, then it's probably like not a defensible point anyways, you know? Like, if I couldn't articulate it in a way that made it like clear why I was doing something, then I probably shouldn't do it. Like, I couldn't defend like missing that last hit there because I couldn't be like, oh well, it was really clear Lion was going for it.
What the? How'd you not get that? That looked like you were getting it.
I did too. Like there, it was like I just wanted the caster, but... Oh god, I didn't fully clear this camp, did I?
Huh. It's actually really weird. I think I've won every game with Jakiro, actually.
It reminds me of, like Bane. Like, I don't lose games when I play the hero, but I recognize the hero is very bad.
Yeah. Maybe it's because I take all their towers and shit.
Maybe.
I think
just don't die, just don't die.
Take towers. Heroes that can take towers get better win rate. Matchmaking, maybe? I don't know.
Just don't overextend. Yeah, I agree. Like, heroes, like, I think can impact, like, the early game. And especially in matchmaking where people don't know how to farm, the tower gold that they get becomes so much more impactful, you know? I noticed that a lot of, like, Leshrac players are assholes.
Assholes? Like, the ones that pick them?
Yeah, it seems like the only people who love that hero are just dicks. Like, I've noticed this to be, like, this holds true. Like, every fucking time I see someone pick that hero, they're always
They always trash talk or something like that when they're on their hero. You know, now that you mention it, I kind of feel the same way.
Alright, just be ready. Oh god, lion! That one's not, bitch! Bro, I asked you just not to die. You couldn't do your one job. Oh,
I really like Lion.
Shadow Fiend, you need more items, bro.
I'm kind of
you
sad
have, like, less shit than me, sadly. This is one of those games where I think everything is fine, and then I click on Shadow Fiend, I'm like, well, this isn't fine anymore. Like, I expected this guy to have more items than Jakiro, who has a big 10 last hits. God damn it, I hate games like this.
I actually,
I get that sinking feeling where it's like, I think everything is good, then I immediately realize that it's not, because I check like my team's farm. Like if I were to click Leshrac and he didn't have like completed boots, like I just did, then I would know something was wrong. Unless of course the bounty hunter is getting the majority of the farm, which would be my assumption. And no, he doesn't have anything either. So it's like, in this lane, me and Ruff have like the most farm, and it's pathetic because we don't even have farm.
And you guys are support heroes.
Yeah, like we're support heroes. Just go for CM.
Go CM.
Crystal Maiden, you're a frozen puddle before us.
Well, whatever. Actually, I'm gonna stay in lane.
Forward.
Ursa players are Ursa players. Fuck Ursa players. God, Ursa players, man. But like, hey, at least they're not as. First of all, they could have picked Lycan, so I guess you can respect them for not doing that. But also that hero, like I think that the type of people that are attracted to like invisibility heroes as well are really bad players, just because it's like their gimmick is so bad. Like And the reason they pick it is because they have huge success with it. Like, they like, oh, well, I pick Riki and I win every game. It's like, of course, because you're playing in games that are so low level that people don't, like, buy Revelation.
Yeah.
Holy shit, Revelation.
Yep. I buy items that can see you, Riki. But even then, it's like, Riki does have merit as a hero in some ways.
Wait, is
I
that
don't
what
even
it's,
have
it's
mana,
called
dude.
in Han?
Just-
Something what of Revelation?
What?
It's just Revelation? Or...
Like, items that can see you. Here, I have mana for us, bro.
Oh, what is dust called in Han?
What's dust called? Oh, shit. It's still like a dust. It's some form of dust. Just be careful. Like, let's just not die while that person's here trying to kill us as the horribly late missed call comes out. Like, we would just back off and go somewhere else for now.
No two ways.
I like that call.
I know, it's like, oh, he's missing, really, friend.
I did not realize.
He's gonna leave.
Yeah, I would just, like, leave the lane, because, like, if we can't do anything here, then there's no point in staying.
Fired up.
I haven't played in so fucking long. Like, the last game I played was that
Yes.
Purge game, and that was how long? And that was the first game I'd played in weeks, too. We might be able to do something down here, actually. I have mana in just a second. Do you have an ult?
Traps.
Oh, you do?
I have an ult.
Yeah, just come here. I'll give you mana, and then we can maybe insta-give CM. Funny, because our lane has so much kill potential, but we're not going to do anything with the farm that we get. Just go on him. Dude, do something, motherfucker!
Shall we?
That was perfect.
Oh my god, is she gonna get double kill?
No.
No.
Losing my voice.
Holy shit, busting out that flame.
Riki as a hero isn't bad because he deals really well with heroes that like farm under pressure, I think. But it's like the kind of people who are attracted to those type of heroes, the people that
The enemy's middle
that have like
tower
crazy
has fallen.
success with him,
Shit, you got her.
and they have that because he stomps the shit out of bad players.
Fuck. Technique's always fucking fixing these ability heroes. I don't know if you know him, but
I've actually, yeah,
I find him on the matchmaking system. He always invites me to party, but I never accept.
Every time someone is,
Rest of we.
please
Just
don't
pick them
BPM.
invisibility heroes.
I do it because it bothers me a lot when other people do it. Which is a horrible reason to BPM, but like, it's like saying
Just
like
perpetuating the
cycle of hurtfulness.
cycle.
Yeah, but
The
I'm
hate
better
cycle.
at it than other people because I know that my pause timings are fucking immaculate. Like, no one can match my sick BM pauses. Hey, let's kill someone, Leshrac. Here, let's try to kill this dude. Like, he'll push up, dude. I swear, he'll push up. Like, come back, I need you. Innovative.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Whatever. The lane is gonna push up now, so like he didn't overextend.
Your
I
middle
lied.
tower is under
We can
attack.
get the tower.
I agree.
Here.
Just push it.
He's gonna throw it.
Land your stun? Dude, I fucking got him, man! That makes your stun like retard easy. Fuck. That wasn't even like an easy stun for me to land.
Your middle tower is under attack.
No, bro.
And
He's
Jakiri
not
used
that
to be worse
stupid.
than he
I'm
is
just
now.
that good.
Dire's
Jakiri actually used to be
structures
worse
are
than he is now.
fortified.
How is that even possible?
That's why I keep buffing him. Magpie used to be slower too. You think I'm lying, but I'm not. It actually used to.
It's
Really
it's gonna
slower
get
than it
deniable
does
from that
now.
catapult. Like, we need to stay near it. It's deniable. Like, just stay on it.
Scalding cold.
His passive used to be
Yeah, fuck you.
The enemy's bottom
Champs
tower
Not
Yes.
you. I was talking to the enemy. Like, I could see him auto attacking it.
That's it, bro.
Thanks, man. I'm just that good.
You pick up that urn. Oh wait, no.
No, I'm probably gonna.
You
go
got
for
you
like a
got you
drone.
got two gauntlets to not get an urn.
I know. I just wanted 2 gauntlets. I was debating whether or not I wanted Urn, and I was like,
Well, it
Lion
does
will
give you a
probably-
lot of strength.
I think it's better on Lion than Jakiro, honestly.
Yes.
Oh, you're gonna pick up them drums. Gonna
Fuck,
run,
I like to go
run.
2 into Shuriken Toss. Like, I feel like it stops scaling after 2, but before that, it's really good.
Double trouble.
Your Lion BM pause. I remember that video that was made about like your Lion that one time. That was so funny.
Wait, Mario Lion video?
No, do you remember like you like fucked up those like that chain of abilities and someone like made a video for it?
Oh no, I made that video.
Oh, you did? That was great. I'd like to think that
Yeah.
someone cared enough about you to have made it for you, but I guess no one really loves you. Not even your parents.
Scalding cold.
I'm sucking with you.
Chris, Go to deep breath. We might actually make it so that I have a normal sleep schedule.
No, I would recommend sleeping through the midday because that's usually the hottest. It's like 3 p.m. It's not like me and you do anything too important except video games. I play video games.
The freezing flame.
Let's fuck this bitch in the clicky clang. Just dive him, dive.
Updrafts. Freeze and burn.
Holy shit, that ES is pretty dead.
Careful, the
That's a lot of heroes on him.
Yeah, pub train's on the way. Oh god, I fucked up! No! Oh shit! Never mind, I'm fine.
What are you doing?
What's going on?
Back up.
I saw the pub train coming, but then I got blocked by the enemy creep, so I was trying to do something cute and intelligent.
So you can get that tower, bruh.
Scar.
We should just dive them if they're gonna like be stupid.
Yeah, bounty hunter pub trains
But
are
they saw
actually
me 'cause
fine
it's
because
like-
you get a lot of gold.
I
out
know,
of it.
actually, you get so much money from bounty
Yeah.
hunters.
Shall we?
Is he trying to be sneaky there?
Fuck, okay.
The lion's also trying to be sneaky. But I get this feeling they already know
Well, you just
you're all.
position in case like they actually just jump on me like they could have easily. If I land a thing, just go on it.
So are you gonna buy dust this game for that bounty hunter, or are you?
Go!
or-
I got like a 3-man stun, you fucking shitties.
Wow, your team just.
Rape.
Well. That Razor's not gonna kill you. Wow.
Like that turnaround?
DC turnaround. I like how with the starting items it tells you to get a chick on that
Your
game.
middle tower is under attack.
That's like the only hero who does that on.
I think Ward does that for Warlock too. Unless it tells you to get wards.
Does
And
it
two
tell you to
braces.
get? It probably tells you to get awards on heroes that should never really be buying awards too. Then.
Yeah.
By extension.
Less track. It tells you to get wards on less track.
Well, you can you can play less track like just an experience dependent less track early on, but like even then I don't like that too much.
Breathe your last.
We can try to set up a kill somewhere.
Firebrand.
I guess no one else is buying wards. This filthy lion peasant values mech.
Yes.
Mech is a lame item. You gotta buy cool shit like damage. Everyone knows this. This is like Dota 101. Very basic.
Wind nature.
Dude,
That's settled.
spike it, spike it.
The enemy's top tower.
Holy
has
shit, that's what
fallen.
Lion Stun is called now.
Ice advances.
I always call it hate spike for some reason.
Swiftly
It's a graveyard in Hun, right?
Yeah.
we ride the updrafts.
In Dota 1 it was in KO.
Fuck me! I missed one finally.
Oh wow, that ult.
Nice enhance.
Damn, look at this Chikiro carrying this team. The team can't follow up.
Yeah, that's it for sure.
It's viewers will think.
True. I should perpetuate it too.
And you should be like, I'm carrying these fucking bamps.
Fuck.
So someone suggested to me that when I played with viewers, I should call them
Oh, she's gonna freeze me. Yeah, well, that ain't good.
AAMFs instead of BAMFs.
God damn it.
And,
Like, I immediately started channeling TP. I was like, well, she's just gonna bite me and I'm gonna die. But I was dead anyways. Right to the party, A.
How do you feel about the "you were killed by the Earthshaker, tell me more" thing on the side?
Well, I'll get told a little bit more. Oh, really? I died because I got frostbit. But then again, Earthshaker did throw down an ult, and he managed to hit me with the aftershock. Like, what the?
56 damage.
Yeah, that was why he ulted for the 56 solid damage.
I guess that the tell me more thing will help newer players, but I really wish they'd
It's
give us an
useful
option to
though.
disable
Shall
them.
we?
It's useful to like see what's killing you sometimes, but I mean usually you kind of know. I wish someone would have TP'd to help that guy. That could have gotten really bad.
Split the bounty 3 ways.
Like the only reason they probably didn't dive him is because they thought someone would TP, but how wrong they were.
They could have just kept going. And
Yeah,
no
they
one
actually
would
could have killed him for free. Like my TP was on cooldown.
Holy shit! You bought wards. What is this?
Why did you track ever? Like they clearly fucking saw you.
Before he did double walk.
Oh my god, I almost let that bitch leave. Surprised this guy didn't track. Like they clearly like have like a sentry here, dude. Like they know where you are.
Well, that's just how bounty hunters think. Press my W and I go invisible and they can't see me. I'm invincible, you know?
Yeah, invincibility heroes, right?
Oh right, I mean press my E because that's what all you non-legacy or non-legacy keep.
He's gonna like ghost walk or whatever. That's actually pretty smart
Yeah, he did.
to activate his edict.
Is he gonna get him?
No.
That was good effort.
Oh, nice, dude. That was
I mean,
really
double
good.
walk only lasts like
Tower
8
is
seconds.
under
I mean,
attack.
if you guys kept chasing, then you...
Yeah. It was good though. He actually got the kill. Fuck, I went the wrong way. Might lose the tower because I was like reading chat. Motherfucker. I mean, it's not like I can save the tower, but I can probably get a deny if I did this correctly. I think I might still be able to get a deny. Someone else come bot? I'll fortify.
Do they have glyphs?
Why did you fucking... I'm in charge of fortifies, dude. Like, you just fucked it up. Like, you let me worry about that shit, motherfucker.
Wow, he just
I think we're
died.
dead in the end.
He blinked into an impale?
Yeah, like, he was fine, but then he turned into an impale. Only the highest.
Or graveyard, or a spike, depending on what game you come from.
Your middle tower is under attack. Your middle tower has
What do you think of
fallen.
Lion as a hero?
I don't think he's that bad at all.
I really like him, but I wish he was played a bit more.
Why is no one... Like, come on, man.
Oh my god, really?
But the guy kept trying. This is why, like, against good players, you need a lead-in stun usually to land like single man Jakiro stuns.
Holy shit, he got out.
Like I canceled like a million times, but he didn't get spiked or morphed. I don't think he was raged. Get juked, scrub. I could see what he was doing the whole time. Like I canceled my shit enough. I realized that at some point if he wanted to get away, he would probably have to walk up the hill, but he didn't actually. He didn't have to walk up the hill at all. What was I wrong? What does Bounty Hunter have? Oh my god, nothing. I hate games like this. This is why I'd rather be a hero that can like scale into the late game than this guy.
Dude, carry Jakiro with the passive, bro. Easy.
Stop shaking.
Damn, that Jakiro. Just take a tower now. Like they're 2 down, and we're only down to Jakiro. Okay, I don't do anything anyways.
Holy shit, that did a lot of damage.
Yeah, that ult hit pretty hard. Jakiro with crit is legit. Yeah, I think Lion is pretty great.
Dire's structures
Well, they buffed
are
his voodoo.
fortified.
Less 4 seconds now instead of 3.5. Could mean the difference between killing a really hard blinker type
The
hero.
enemy's middle
That's
tower
true.
has fallen.
Makes the early game a little bit stronger too. Because you don't really care about the longer cooldown early on in the game, and like the extra attack in could mean a lot, like solo versus solo if you're trying to kill someone.
Yeah. I'll be back in just a sec.
No two ways about it. In range.
probably take a tower somewhere soon.
Yes.
Sorry about that.
So what are you looking to build? Are you gonna get that mech, or are you gonna go something, or are you gonna go big?
Someone already went mech. I was thinking about going for Ags or Pipe. Obviously, I think Pipe would provide a lot of useful utility, but I could just go big.
Go big. That eggs. More than I don't even know what this thing's called. No one plays that hero, so I don't even know what this all's called.
We blow hot.
Use that ult to farm creeps.
It's a really low cooldown, man.
This is true. You could use it every other wave. It's like a quap ult if you use it on creeps.
Yeah.
Eggs.
Once I get like an Ags though, I'm not going to use it on creeps. But here, I'm pretty worried about the state of the game. Like our Leshrac is going for a Dagon, like typical asshole Leshrac, and Bounty Hunter has no items.
Is it a BAM? Is it a BAM?
Bamps would never do that. What about Rod of Ados? I think Rod of Ados is a pretty bad item in general, but it wouldn't work this game either.
Definitely saw PowerNet get that shit on Leshrac once. But he told me he couldn't land his stun without using it, so I feel it was a little bit justified.
At least he's honest.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's really because the build up is really like it's really awkward. So it's not like an item you can get super early, and it's not an item that you can get super late, like a sheep. Like I'd almost always rather get like a sheep.
This is true.
Careful.
Be careful if you counter the word again.
Come here for mana.
I remember you were asking for like anime suggestions earlier. Were you actually deciding to watch something? Or?
Yeah, like I got a list from Purple Mango, but I'd be interested in seeing if you had a good one. I don't really watch them much.
Well, like
they have a counter.
If you read out that list later, I can recommend some stuff.
Right, ballers.
Like what I've seen and stuff. I can tell you if I enjoyed it or not, but and I'll also let you know if I didn't enjoy it, but a lot of other people actually enjoy it.
Are you like an anime hipster? What about the 200 PHP you really like? Veil of Discord is actually a good item, and Jakiro is one of the best candidates for it because he's already so innately tanky. But at the same time, Ags makes your ult hit for stupid fucking amounts. Like I was looking at the math the other day, and makes your ult hit for almost twice as much. And I'm innately like a very greedy player. But I'm not farming very much this game, obviously, but I should be, just because I know that like the people in charge of carrying are probably gonna drop the ball, probably really hard. When they come up, we should fuck them.
Oh man, I remember when Benno used to be considered in the same tiers for this Shakira. But that was a long time ago.
I don't think that our team is on board with the plan, and this is an incredibly weak bounty hunter. You're right, I should have just sat there and fought them and then died like a fucking retard. My bad.
I'm not talking about that. I just said it's funny that you've gotten away with that like 3 times.
I know, they have like 1 stun though, or I guess 2. God, this is like, I hate games like this. I'm not like, and I think there's a fine line between being a dick and like providing like a genuine assessment about why you're like not winning. Like here we're not winning, despite the fact that the score is in our favor, because our bounty hunter has literally fucking nothing. Like, well, actually that's a horrible use of the word literally, but he has no fucking items. And our Shadow Fiend is totally non-impactful as well. And I'm not trying to like be insulting towards the players, but it's a very big deal because I would expect like 1 to 2 of them to actually have farm. So it's like, I feel like one of the reasons I'm going Ags this game isn't because it's a very like good item on Jakiro. I mean, it's not bad on Jakiro, but I'm going Ags for a specific reason. I'm going Ags because I know that if like I'm going to have to get good Jakiro ults to win fights, but that's awkward as fuck, man. Would you say this? Very funny, Azra. It's like, because like here I wish I didn't have to fucking do this, but because Jakiro's ult, like unless you have like a Void or an Enigma, it's like you're not really gonna get very good ults. But I have to bank on the idea that my ult is gonna be super impactful. That's a fucking hard, awkward spot to be in. Because Jakiro is like, it's not like an Earthshaker or a Sand King where it's like you can guaranteed get really good ults. It's like, it's so much like dicier. Just back out. Like they're coming to kill me, and you yellow. You should be careful, yellow. Yellow, are you honestly gonna die? Okay, looks like you'll find a way to die. Like they were like on you for a long time there. I don't know how that guy died. At least I have like more farm than Quap, but like what the fuck, man? What is this game? We can defend this tower if they opt to push it.
Yes.
They have so few abilities that can actually catch someone out too. Like they lack like, but the ones that they do have can be very punishing. What do you have? Oh, cool.
They're
Shadow.
just chasing me like retards.
Yeah. Great. This guy went a Shadow Blade, and there's a fucking... There's a Leshrac. I mean, there's a Bounty Hunter on our team.